of our YouTube live streaming is going to start. It will be started in 15 to 20 seconds. And all the participants, you are requested to share our YouTube link to your community so that those who can join in YouTube, I think it is now on live. So you should share the YouTube link to your community so that they can enjoy the webinar in YouTube. Dear friends, participants, brothers and sisters, again, I am welcoming all of you to this webinar. And today, you know, that's a very special day to us. It's a great day. Some of great leaders are here. They will speak on the specific topic, and will be enriched with so many informations, so many updates, and so many analysis on last year's update. So let me share a video. First, please don't raise any more hand. Let me start the program. Whoever are co-host here, you are most welcome to this webinar. So first of all, I'm expressing our gratitude and heartfelt thanks to all the speakers, guests.
You muted yourself.
You are muted.
So you know that Bangladesh is a very small country, but with a huge population, and our people are our wealth. So let me play a video on our Bangladesh, that is how potential market, IT market or the on-passive market is there in Bangladesh. Bangladesh is the next IT hub. Just let us watch the video. Hope some of the data and about the potential market will be known to all of us. Just let me share the screen.
South Asia is a well-known global destination for prominent tech-savvy human capital. It has long been an IT outsourcing destination around the world, which is specifically evident in the nation of India. But the smaller counterpart, which is Bangladesh, is on the path to become the next technology outsourcing destination in the region. According to the Global Service Index, Bangladesh has emerged as the 21st best country in the world for IT outsourcing. This makes this South Asian country have yet another opportunity to expand its global footprint in the outsourcing world. After all, Bangladesh is already well known for its textile outsourcing industry. Further, however, is that Bangladesh's IT sector is forecasted to be a $5 billion sector by 2025, which rapidly grew from only $300 million in 2006. But can Bangladesh really become an IT global destination? After all, $5 billion is still small compared to its competitors. Before we move on, don't forget to leave us a like and subscribe for more. Bangladesh's IT sector started way back in 1964, when the world's first mainframe computer arrived at Dhaka University, but the emergence of its growth started 3 decades later in 1997, when the government of the nation established a national information policy. Throughout the next few years, several initiatives then followed to ensure that Bangladesh does indeed establish a formidable ICT industry. By 2007, several global institutions around the world have helped Bangladesh make this a reality, from the USAID to the World Bank to JICA and even DANIDA. 2 years prior, however, in 2005, the Bangladesh Information and Communications Technology Business Center actually failed. Come 2008, the Awami League government, or the current sitting political party in Bangladesh, declared that the land will have a so-called digital Bangladesh. This manifesto would establish the nation's digital economy to rapidly rise. It meant that businesses would be integrated into the technology world. Education would be enhanced either by applying technology or by studying them. But most importantly, the use of advanced technologies such as cloud computing would be used to alleviate poverty. Today, these initiatives have not only found their way to establishing Bangladesh with a growing IT sector, but also enhanced the population's digital life. There are over 117 million internet subscribers as of 2021 in Bangladesh, and 4,500 IT-related registered enterprises, which employ over 1 million people in the nation. And most importantly, its ICT exports are worth more than $1 billion. The value of Bangladesh's ICT sector has grown this big because of the government's decisive initiatives, the transformation of the overall digital economy through the establishment of cheap Wi-Fi, as the nation is, according to the Bangladesh Investment Development Authority, the 18th cheapest in the world. Furthermore, its 4G coverage by population is over 95%, which is among the highest, but most importantly is that its 5G implementation is on the way and has already started in 2021. Another growth engine is the construction of high-tech parks. There are around 29 of these tech centers and growing every year. Take for example, one of these is the Bangabandhu High-Tech City, a business park in Ghazipur district. It has more than 5 companies operating within it and has over 13,000 employed workers. These are likewise the causes of Bangladesh's IT sector growth. While there is more to it, we think that these are the biggest developers. But for the future of the IT industry, as it is projected to reach $5 billion by 2025, is still obviously small. Its competitors from India have an industry far larger. Then from the East, ASEAN has a growing formidable human and tech capital. But Bangladesh's economy is growing and catching up, and from what it seems, it has vast experience, maybe more than its competitors when it comes to dealing with international business. After all, it is home to a robust textile outsourcing industry. Moreover, Bangladesh has a healthy human capital. It produces over 500,000 or more university graduates, and these graduates are well known to be very tech savvy, showing that Bangladesh is equipped with the knowledge to take the digital opportunity. But what's really going to make Bangladesh's competitive advantage is due to its cost. It is, according to data, one of the lowest cost destinations for IT. Lastly, Bangladesh's physical and ICT infrastructure has been developed well over the years. As previously noted, it has a 95% 4G data coverage. But also, more importantly, is the nation's rapid development of power generation. It grew from having its population to have little or less access to power to over 99.5% of its population. So knowing these, do you think Bangladesh can become an IT hub?
Oh, very good.
Hope we enjoyed the video and got an overview on the potential market of Bangladesh, potential IT market in Bangladesh. Now I'd request Nozul Haq. Some important informations are not there, so you should add on this video those information so that our participants know more well. Over to Nozul Haq.
Thank you, Engineer Shivanto. This is a good day for us. You have explained our IT side in this webinar. Now I would like to request another part of our Bangladesh. You know, our population is now 117 million. Bangladesh is now enjoying demographic dividend. 106 million people are now working age and young. 15 to 59 age level people are now 68%. 15 to 35 age level people are now 40%. They are mostly young. You know, we have own data center. Bangladesh data center is the 7th largest data center among the world and first largest among the South Asia. This is a great achievement for us. When ONPASSIVE will operate in our Bangladesh, we do believe ONPASSIVE product has so much eligibility in Bangladesh market. I will give you some example. You know, Bangladesh has a lot of RMG industry. About 6,000 RMG garments industry are working in Bangladesh. After China, as a single country, Bangladesh is the second largest RMG exporter in the world. Near about 500,000 people are working in this sector. Most of them are women. We do believe our O staff and O women will be more financially viable in this industry. You know, pharmaceutical sector, we are the first country among the 47 least developing countries. We are exporting in pharmaceutical sector so much. So pharmaceutical sector staff product of our own basis has more chance to help this human resource department. You know, banking sector, all national and private bank of Bangladesh are digitized. Special feature is our mobile banking. Bangladesh, according to the user number, Bangladesh is the #1 position in mobile banking. We have 100 million mobile user and 18 million internet user. So our wallet and staff will be more viable in our banking sector. You know, we have about 10 million expertise workers and NRB across the globe. Most of them working in Middle East. In future, wallet will be more effective for them. Our remittance fighter easily send their money through wallet. I think after India, Bangladesh is the second largest economy in the South Asia. Already, Google and Facebook has established their liaison office in Bangladesh. We do believe when our ONPASSIVE office will start and operating in Bangladesh within short time, we will be financially viable. You know, world largest sea beach, Coxbazar, in our Bangladesh, and world largest mangrove forest, Sundarban, in our Bangladesh. My heartfelt gratitude to all of our panelists, special guests. You are cordially invited in our Bangladesh after launching ONPASSIVE. This is my humble request to all of you. Thank you, Mr. Suranto. Thank you all panelists, especially Michael Williams sir for your second visit in our Bangladesh, and Jeffrey Morlock sir, you are always part of us, and Dr. Benny, Jean Eliba, Dr. Derek, we are really grateful to you. I think today's webinar will be more viable for us. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Engineer Suranto. Carry on, please.
Thank you, Nazrul Haq. Thank you so much for additional information you shared with us. You know that, dear participants, Bangladesh is now enjoying the demographic dividend that out of 170 million people, 100 people are very young. Their age is 25 to 35. So we are now enjoying demographic dividend, and 120 million out of 170 million, 120 millions are already using the internet. So we are eagerly waiting for the ONPASSIVE products. Once ONPASSIVE is launching, I'm sure there will be a huge market in Bangladesh. Now, dear participants, আমাদের actually 500 ক্রস করে গেছে, সুতরাং আমাদের ইউটিউবে প্রায় 200 মতো আছে। যারা আপনারা জুমে ঢুকতে পারছেন না, দয়া করে আপনারা ইউটিউব লাইভে জয়েন করবেন এবং সবাই আমাদের ইউটিউব লিংকটা শেয়ার করে দেবেন যাতে করে আমাদের পার্টিসিপেন্টরা ইউটিউবে জয়েন করতে পারে। So I'm really sorry that our capacity is 500. It has been already filled up. So YouTube live streaming is going on. So all are requested to join with our YouTube channel, YouTube link. Now I request Masudur Rahman. Please welcome address. Masudur Rahman, please.
Assalamu alaikum and a very good evening, good morning and good afternoon, all respected, proud and lucky founders. I am Mohammad Masudur Rahman from Bangladesh. it is true that I have a lot of darkness around me and my life. I believe ONPASSIVE will remove this darkness, and a lightful, colorful, meaningful, beautiful life will come very, very soon. On behalf of Global Dedicated ONPASSIVIANS, heartiest welcome our honorable key speaker, Mr. Michael Williams from Canada. I do welcome all panelists in this webinar, Engineer Mr. Mike, Jenny S. Aliva, Dr. Derek, Dr. Benny Antinglet, SM Akram Hussain, Ganokanti Chakma, Rubel Hussain. And heartiest welcome all the participants all over the world to enjoy this fantastic webinar, and your presence will make this webinar most successful. And I would also welcome to our participants who are watching this or enjoying this from YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Welcome all. We shall overcome very, very soon. Thank you and welcome once again. Heartiest welcome.
Thank you, Masudur Rahman. Thank you so much for your nice, inspiring words. আমি আমাদের যারা পার্টিসিপেন্ট আছেন, আমাদের গেস্ট স্পিকার্স বা কি স্পিকার্স, উনি যে ইংরেজিতে আমাদের যে স্পিচ দেবেন, যে বক্তব্য দেবেন, তার সামারি আমরা বাংলায় ট্রান্সলেট করব। তারপরেও আমাদের কাছে এই ভিডিওটি রেকর্ডিং থাকবে। আমরা আরো যে 2 দিন সপ্তাহে প্রোগ্রাম করি, সেখানেও আমরা পার্টলি আলোচনা করব। আশা করি ধৈর্য সহকারে আপনারা সবাই থাকবেন। আমাদের ইউটিউব চ্যানেল লাইভ আছে, আপনার ইউটিউব চ্যানেলটি আমাদের যে চ্যাট বক্সে শেয়ার করা হচ্ছে, সেখান থেকে আপনারা চ্যানেলটি সবাইকে শেয়ার করে দেবেন, যাতে করে আজকের এই অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ যে ডিসকাশন, সেটা যেন আমাদের সবাই এনজয় করতে পারে। Dear guests, and especially the English speaking, other than the Bengali speaking peoples, you should pardon me. Most of our participants are Bengali, so sometimes we are translating very vital and summary part for them in Bengali. So you should have patience, though you will not understand, but you should have the patience so that we can translate for our participants. Now, I like to introduce someone. Most of all Passivians, or almost all the ONPASSIVIANS, we know him. He doesn't need any introduction yet, just to make the formalities. I am introducing him, and he is none but our great leader, Michael Williams, AIM. I think AIM abbreviates for American Institute of Management, Mathematics. If I am wrong, he should correct me. Mr. Michael Williams, married to a wonderful and loving wife for 20 years, and they are blessed with 3 children. Michael Williams is having his degree, university degree in mathematics, and he is a certified financial planner. Michael Williams has been in business for last 25 years, and helping others is his passion, and he loves to see others succeed. He has lost millions and also made millions in his business journey. He has joined ONPASSIVE in July 2018, and since his joining, he's serving and taking all parts, all activities to take the ONPASSIVE journey to today's level. So we appreciate him. We are really, really glad and grateful to him for his tremendous efforts to uplifting ONPASSIVE to this stage. With these few words, I like to present Michael Williams. I would request him that he will speak, and that so many topics, actually, the compensation plan and percentage of profit or revenue distribution, products. So I would request him, if you give a pause at least after 10 minutes, then our great lady Rupa Roy, she will translate the summary of our speech to your Bengali community in Bangla. So with this few words, I like to I like to request Michael Williams come on the screen, and the microphone is yours. Over to Michael Williams.
Thank you so much, Shanta. It certainly is my great pleasure to be here with you guys this morning. Gotta muster up the energy as it was a late night, and if you weren't at that webinar last night, I certainly encourage you to listen to the recording. It is posted in the back office. Our CEO is there. You always have great words to encourage us with, to educate us with, to motivate us with. So certainly make sure you attend that. And before we get going, Jeffrey Morlock, I wouldn't have spotted you in the lineup. If your name wasn't there, I wouldn't have spotted you, my friend. Great to see you. So I'm not sure how you want to do this, Shashanta. You just want me to just talk, anything specific, or just go through each of those topic items, I guess. So it's up to you. This is your show. I'm just here as your guest. So any way you'd like me to do that, certainly we can accommodate. So just guide me, sir. Do you want me to just go through each of the topics, or is there any particular order? Is there any specific things you want me to talk about? You're muted, sir.
Initially, you can speak on compensation plan and the percentage of profit distribution as Ash spoke on last update. So initially, you can speak on these two topics, then we'll go for the next.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, again, I can only echo what I just said, which is to make sure everyone listen to that recording, and if there's a way for you guys to translate that recording, Shashanta, that would be great. It would really, really benefit your community, right? And the same goes for all founders. Okay, if English is not your first language, if there's a way for you to translate that particular webinar, it was fantastic, right? It really was. A lot of great information was shared. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do justice today, but certainly get a hold of that from your back office and listen to it as best as possible. Okay. Compensation plan. Again, I'm simply going to be sharing what we already know. There's not going to be any new information coming. Okay, it's what we already know, what we should know. If we've been paying attention, we should know all of this. Okay, so we know that it's a dynamic plan. Okay, we know that it's not something that is static. It's not fixed. Okay, it will continuously change, right? And that's for the betterment of all of us. Okay, that's a good thing. Our CEO he's not boring. Okay, so he doesn't want to have a boring compensation plan. He wants something that people are going to be excited about all the time. Okay, and so that's why it is dynamic. Okay, it's going to move. It's going to change. Okay, we know that it's a hybrid. Okay, which means it's not one particular way. Okay, it's going to be multifaceted, right? You're going to have different ways of being compensated. Okay, it's just not one single way. Okay, and that's a good thing. When you make it, it's simple yet complicated. Okay, it's simple as far as how we will perceive it. Okay, but it's complicated as far as how it comes together behind closed doors. Okay, and that's for good reason. Okay, we trying to stay ahead of the competition as much as possible, even not just with the products, not just with the technology, but even with the compensation structure. Okay, so when someone decides that, oh yeah, I finally got it, I figured it out, Okay, by that time, we're on to the next version of it. Okay, so it's always going to be fresh. So that's important to know. I think the most important thing is that it's unlimited. Okay, unlimited, which simply means that you have no limit as to your earning potential. Okay, and that's a good thing. There's lots of great companies out there, but they limit how much you can make. Here, we're going to have a structure that, you know, if somebody wants to make, you know, I don't know, $10,000 a month, okay, they can do so. They want to make $1 million a month, they can do so. As long as sales are being produced, you'll continue to have your income grow, right? So if I'm able to go out there and generate 1 million sales in a month, okay, I'm going to be compensated for that, right? 2 million sales a month and so on, right? It's all about sales, folks. And we know that if you have an automated way of doing that, if you have an automatic way, meaning the system is there for you, the system is doing all the heavy lifting for you, right? What's involved in a sales process? Okay, you know, we have to have a place where people can come to buy. Okay, and in our case, that's our website. Okay, so it starts with that unique domain name that we'll have. Okay, having a unique domain also has its benefits. Okay, that can pull in organic traffic. Okay, traffic that you weren't even factoring into the equation because it will be optimized for the search engines. Okay, the content that's on there, it has to be something that's going to convert, something that's going to attract, something that's going to make people feel compelled to get engaged. Okay, so you have to have all those components, right? You have to be able to have that constant flow of visitors coming there. So all of these things put together help us to keep generating sales over and over again, right? So when you have something like that, you know, you can be assured that you're going to make money because it's not relying upon you. Because there may be days where I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like contacting anyone. I don't feel like promoting. You understand? Maybe you're sick, right? And so you can't do anything, even if you wanted to, right? So when you have a system in place that's going to be constantly doing the work on your behalf, then you have nothing to worry about. Right now, guys are outside cutting my grass. Okay, I'm here on the Zoom with you guys. I don't need to worry about them. They know what to do. It's automatic. They come like clockwork, right? And so that's what we want in a business, that it's clockwork. It just keeps going, right? Every single day, every single week, every single month, every single year, it's there for us, right? And so when a sale come in now, right, the company says, okay, we're going to split it 50-50, right? We're going to take 50% because, you know, we have a lot of overhead, right? We've got staff to pay and we pay them very, very well. Okay, so we're going to account for that. We have to account for the buildings, you know, the infrastructure, everything, right? We have to have money set aside to make sure the company is going to be around, you know, according to our CEO, 720 years plus. Okay, so be around for a long time, right? So that goes towards the company, and then the other 50% now goes towards the founders. Okay, so it's important to understand and not to take that number and run away saying the wrong things. First of all, you don't need to even communicate this to people. You don't, it's not necessary. You just need to understand it for yourself, okay? So you can share it amongst your founders to help them, you know, get clarity, okay? But it's not something I need to run around and tell my neighbor, oh, guess what? If you come join me, you're gonna make, no, okay? It's just for us to have an understanding, okay? So that you feel more confident that, you know what? Yes, I am going to win, right? Yes, all my financial dreams are going to come through, right? It's just for you to get that confidence. People who have that confidence, they don't need to talk about money because we know it's a done deal, okay? So with that 50% now, it's broken up, okay? It's not going to one person. So if a sale comes to my site, right? Customer comes, they decide to purchase, let's say, Connect, okay? And let's just throw a number out there. Let's say it's $300. It doesn't have to be 300, could be less, could be more. We're just using this for an example, okay? So if it is, that means $150 went to the company, and they're doing what they need to do, take care of what they need to take care of. And then out of that 150, a portion, okay, not the full amount, a portion is going to come to the site owner, okay? So if it's my site, okay, so a portion of that 150 will come to me, and the rest, okay, will be shared amongst other founders, okay? So in other words, more than one reseller, because all founders, we're going to be resellers, okay? More than one will benefit from every single sale that comes in through the various websites, okay? So it's important to understand that. What else can we say about it? You know, the compensation structure is such that there will be people who are six-figure income earners. There will be people who are seven-figure income earners. There will be people who are eight-figure income earners. Okay, that's a given, folks, right? When you truly understand what we have, right, you should know that that is a done deal. It really is, right? Just think of our sheer numbers. 1.4, let's just say 1 million. Okay, let's just use 1 million as a figure. It makes the math easier, okay? So if you have 1 million founders that all are going to be customers, we're all going to purchase products. Now, of course, some going to purchase the small package, some going to purchase, you know, the maximum amount. It's going to vary, okay? But if we just use a small figure like $100, all right, think about that. You have 1 million, okay, and then each of us just purchase $100 worth of products. So right away, the company's brought in $100 million. Okay, now take $100 million, multiply that over the course of a year. Okay, and of course, it doesn't stay constant, folks. Remember, customers are coming in. That's going to add to that figure, right? Now, back in the day, we talked about having 100,000. When we had 100,000 founders, we talked about having 100 million customers coming in that very first year, right, of selling to the public, right? So surely, based upon where we are now with over 1 million, of course, that number is going to be multiple times, right? We can say 14 times, you want to say 10 times, okay? But realistically, folks, having 1 billion customers in on passive, I think that's a done deal as well. Okay, it's going to happen. Okay, will it happen in the first year? Maybe. Okay, maybe it's possible, right? But it certainly is going to happen. Okay, so again, if you take that 1 billion now and you just use $100, right, in product purchase, keep in mind you're going to have customers that's going to be purchasing multiple products. Okay, they're not just coming in buying one product. Okay, especially if they want to promote their business on the internet. Okay, if they want to have a business, they want to have a presence, you're going to need more than one product. One is not enough. That much I can tell you for a fact. Okay, but again, just use that small little number, $100 worth of product. That's $100 billion per month. Think about that. Okay, and of course, we know that there's going to be some products that's going to be sold as a one-time payment. Some are going to be on a monthly basis that customers are paying for. Of course, some will be free because you need to have that aspect as well within it. Okay, so the bottom line is we have a compensation plan that is second to none. We have a compensation plan that's going to help all of us accomplish our financial goals. And we have a compensation plan that's going to help all of us be able to reach out and uplift humanity by helping them in various ways. Okay, not just giving money, but also be able to establish opportunities, establish jobs, right? Employ others. Okay, there's going to be so many things that we'll be able to do, support great causes, lots of great things we'll be able to do, right? Based upon, you know, not just the company's side, but us as individual business owners, because all of us are going to own our own business because of ONPASSIVE. Okay, so we will be able to do a lot of individual things as well as collaborating with others, you know, for like-minded causes. So we can rest assured and put the compensation plan talks to bed because there's nothing for anyone to be concerned about with regards to that. Okay, we're in good hands. Our CEO is very, very generous. He's not looking to be the wealthiest person on the planet. All he wants to do is do good And part of that is to share as much as possible with us, the founders who have come along for the journey with them. All right.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. I'm just briefly saying that, as Michael said, ONPASSIVE is not a typical company, and founders are not the employee of ONPASSIVE. So there is no any fixed pay structure or compensation plan. How big will be the compensation plan, that depends on me, and also the number of customers buying our products. And he has also said how the revenue and profit will be shared between the company and the founders. I would request Rupa, please just translate the summary in Bengali.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Michael Williams, sir. We are very much honored for you. স্যার যেটা আমাদেরকে বললেন সেটা হচ্ছে যে অবভিয়াসলি আমরা জানি আমাদের ডাইনামিক প্ল্যানের মধ্যে আছি, আমরা ডাইনামিক কোম্পানিতে অবস্থান করছি। আমাদের বেটারমেন্টের জন্য কোম্পানি আমাদের যে সুযোগগুলো দিয়ে যাচ্ছে, পার্টিকুলারলি আমাদেরকে কিন্তু আমাদের ইঞ্জিনিয়ারদের কিন্তু কোনো পেমেন্ট করতে হচ্ছে না। অ্যাজ এ ফাউন্ডার কিন্তু আমরা কোনো কিছু পেমেন্ট করছি না, মানে আমাদের এই বিল্ডিং অপরচুনিটি সবকিছুর জন্য সবকিছু আমাদের কোম্পানির সিইও অ্যাশতারি করে যাচ্ছেন, এভরিথিং স্যার প্রোভাইড করছেন। আমরা জানি যে আমাদের একটি ইউনিক ওয়েবসাইট সবার থাকবে, ডোমেইন সাইট থাকবে, তার মধ্যে আমরা ইজিলি কাস্টমার জেনারেট করতে পারবো ভবিষ্যতে। এবং আমরা সেটার জন্য প্রাউড ফিল করি যে আমাদের কোনো রকম এক্সট্রা কারোর সাথে কন্ট্যাক্ট করতে হচ্ছে না টু পারচেজ আর প্রোডাক্ট আমাদের সেল করার জন্য, অটোমেটিক্যালি সেখানে জেনারেট হচ্ছে। ক্লকওয়াইজ আমাদের এই ওয়ার্কটা জেনারেট হতে থাকবে এভরিডে, এভরি সিঙ্গেল ডে আর সিঙ্গেল উইক এন্ড মান্থ, এটা অটোমেটিক্যালি জেনারেট হবে। এবং কোম্পানিতে স্যার একটি রেফারেন্স হিসেবে, উদাহরণ হিসেবে যেটা দিয়েছেন যে একটি প্রোডাক্টের প্রাইস যদি $100 হয়ে থাকে, ইভেন সেখানে যদি আমরা গেস করে থাকি যে 1 বিলিয়ন সেখানে কাস্টমার জেনারেট হয়, তাহলে কতটা হিউজ এখানে জেনারেট হচ্ছে ইনকামটা। এবং সেই একটা প্রোডাক্টই আমাদের জন্য এনাফ হয়ে যাবে যদি আমরা একটা প্রোডাক্ট আমরা সেল করে থাকি। সো ইটস এ হিউজ অপরচুনিটি, এবং আমরা সেই অপরচুনিটি গুলো সবার মধ্যে শেয়ার করে থাকবো। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার, থ্যাংক ইউ, ওভার টু হোস্ট।
থ্যাংক ইউ। রূপা যেটা বললো, অ্যাকচুয়ালি যেহেতু এটা কোনো নর্মাল কোম্পানি পে স্ট্রাকচার নয়, সুতরাং টোটালি আমাদের পেমেন্ট, আমাদের বেনিফিট ডিপেন্ড করে যে আমাদের নাম্বার অফ কাস্টমার্সের উপরে, কত কাস্টমার্স আমাদের প্রোডাক্টগুলো কিনছে। উনি উদাহরণ হিসেবে বলেছেন যে একটি কাস্টমার যদি একটা প্রোডাক্টের দাম যদি $100 হয়, এবং আমাদের যদি 1 বিলিয়ন কাস্টমার যদি প্রথম বছর হয়ে যায়, তা $100 বিলিয়ন কিন্তু কোম্পানির রেভিনিউ আসবে। এবং সেই রেভিনিউর 50% কোম্পানির বিভিন্ন ওভারহেড, ইনফ্রাস্ট্রাকচার, ফার্দার ডেভেলপমেন্ট, ইনোভেশন, বিভিন্ন রকম কাজে খরচ হবে। বাদ বাকি যে 50% সেটা ফাউন্ডারদের ভিতরে ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন হবে। কিভাবে ডিস্ট্রিবিউশন হবে, তার স্ট্রাকচার কি, প্ল্যান কি, সেটা এখনো ডিক্লেয়ার নয়, আমরা কনফার্ম না। সেটা যখন আসবে তখন আমরা কিন্তু জানতে পারবো। এবং এখানে একটি হিউজ বিরাট অপরচুনিটি রয়ে গেছে। এবং আমাদের যিনি সিইও অ্যাশ মুফারে, উনি বলছেন যে সারা পৃথিবীতে উনি ওয়েলদিয়েস্ট, অর্থাৎ বেশি বেশি ONPASSIVIANদের রিচ দেখতে চান। তাহলে আমরা অনেক বেশি হিউম্যানিটেরিয়ান বা মানবতার কাজে আমরা কাজ নিজেদের যেমন নিয়োজিত করতে পারবো, তেমনি আমাদের এত বেশি অর্থ উপার্জন হবে, সেই অর্থ দিয়ে আমরা কিন্তু অনেক মানুষকে হেল্প করতে পারবো। সো sky is the limit of our earning. Thank you Michael Williams. Now I would request Jeffrey Morlock. Our next topic is products. Some of the products are paid products, and some of the free products also. So I request Jeffrey, please speak on products, on passive products.
I've got an apology for you, Sushanta. I did not realize that I was speaking today. I was here to hear Michael. I thought next week I would be speaking on products or anything else that you'd like to speak on. I've actually got to leave here in about 3 minutes to go pick up my wife for lunch.
Okay, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. We are really, really grateful to you for being with us. Surely you will leave on your time to pick up your lovely wife. Thank you so much. Now again, I'll go to Michael Williams. You know that we have a very revolutionary products, no doubt about that. And yesterday, Ash was saying, someone asked a question that Onet was relating to the Facebook. He was saying that our products are unique. Our products cannot be compared any products in existing products in the market. So it's a unique features, latest technology based, and very user friendly. So I would request Michael's again that you should speak on the products, the free products and the paid products. Along with that, to generate the customers and to have more customers, what preparation our founders need for the customers and the resellers. Please cover these two specific topic, products and the founder's responsibility for customers and resellers right now.
Okay. When it comes to products, all I do, my friend, I send founders to the corporate website. Okay, I'll talk a little bit about it, but you know, one of the things that we have to learn and understand is that, you know, this is our business, right? It's not just my business. It's not just Mr. Ash's business. It's not just, you know, Jeffrey's business. You understand? It's every single founder, this is your business. And because it's your business, you need to take the responsibility of understanding your own business, okay? It's important, okay? Because as I said many times, this is a business that all of us, every single one of us, are going to be so proud of that we're going to tell it to the mountains. Like, we're going to get out there and we're going to talk about this business like never before. You may not be thinking it right now that you're going to. You're probably thinking, no, I'm not saying nothing. I'm just keeping this all to myself. The reality, though, is when you get excited about someone or something, right? You can't contain that. You can't keep it in, right? If you're keeping it in, it's because you're not excited about it, right? It's like somebody who's married, and if they never speak about their spouse, you're not excited about your spouse. You know what I mean? Like, if, oh, I didn't know you were married. You know what I mean? Like, you've seen someone for years and you had no idea. I mean, look at Jeffrey. He didn't have to tell us that he's going to, you know, go pick up his wife for lunch. He didn't have to tell us that. But he's excited about her. You understand? So he's willing to share that information with us because he's proud of that fact, right? And so it's the same thing with our business, right? You're going to be that way. You may not be there right now, and that's fine, right? We'll all will get there at different stages, different levels, okay? But in the end, every single founder is going to be on cloud 9, where they having that pride, that sense of pride about our business. Okay, you know, back in the day, people would join, and I'll call them Amway. Okay, people will join Amway back in the day, right? And they wouldn't tell nobody about it. They're like, okay, I want to invite you to this meeting or whatever, and then you get there only to find out that it was Amway. Okay, that's not on passive. Okay, on passive is something where up front you're going to be telling people. As a matter of fact, the way this is set up, we're not even going to be talking about on passive per se, right? You're going to talk about your business, whatever your domain name is. That's what you're going to be talking about, right? Hey, I have this, you know, AI tech company called whatever that domain name is, right? Maybe it's, you know, Dr. Derek is now wealthy.com. Okay, say, hey, guys, have you seen my drderekwealthy.com business that I've set up? What business is that? Hey, just go to Dr. Derek. You know, you understand? You just send people to that site. It's as simple as that, right? So we're going to be proud of it. So I'm saying all of that to say that we need to get engaged. We need to pay attention. It doesn't take much to go to a corporate website. You click on OTrim, you see what OTrim is all about. You click on ONet, you see what it's all about, and so on. OConnect, and so on, right? It's the best thing for people to do. It really is, because that's where you're gonna get the most accurate information, okay? Right, so that's the first thing. But to, kind of shed a little light on the topic, right? We know that OMail and ONet are going to be 100% free for life, okay? Free for life, right? And when it comes to marketing, it's good to have something that is free, okay? Because people will flock to something that is free. Even if it's not good, people flock to something that is free, okay? But obviously in our case, we're gonna have something that they're getting more value, right? More value than the fact that it's free, okay? OMail by itself can be sold for a lot of money. It can be, okay? ONet by itself can be sold. These are products that we can actually sell and make money, right? But again, because the focus on passive isn't just about the money, it wants to deliver value. And sometimes you have to give value to people and don't charge them for it, okay? And so, so not because it's going to be free, doesn't mean there's no value to it, okay? Sometimes people equate, a dollar value, on a particular product or service, and they equate that to whether it's good or not good. Okay, if I went to the dollar store and bought this, it can't be any good. Well, last time I checked, dollar store makes billions of dollars, okay? So, people have to understand that. Not because it's free, doesn't mean that there's no value to it. There's tremendous value to the OMail, because we're gonna use that now, okay? We're gonna use that to attract the masses. So many people are gonna come in. People are fed up with Google. People don't wanna use Gmail, right? How many times, even you as a founder, how many times you've had an issue where all of a sudden your Gmail account is disabled for no reason, like none whatsoever, and then you try to contact them and they're not even helping you to restore it, okay? And the same goes for other providers. It's not just Gmail, okay? Here with OMail, people are gonna have that issue, okay? So people are looking for, right, an alternative. So we're gonna provide them that alternative, okay, that they can come to. Okay, so we're going to have OMail and ONet as being free. And as these people come in and they're using the products, guess what? They're going to be looking around. They're going to be seeing other products, paid products that they will purchase. When people come into a store and they have a good experience, they tend to buy more than what they came in there for. Okay, and so we're going to have that same thing in OnPassive that you can count on. Okay, so it's okay that it's free. So don't think, oh my God, so I'm going to make money if it's free. Okay, that's part of the process. It's just like with some stores, they send out flyers or they have commercials or they send out coupons, right? And they have these sale. And so people, this store is having a sale. Walmart's having a sale. So they go into Walmart to buy that sale item, but then they also come out with 10 other items, right? Okay, this is a study that's been done time and time again, and it's worked back in the day, it still works today, and it will continue to work in the future. Okay, where stores will take a loss on a particular product or products because they know they're going to make it back up because you're going to be buying more than what you came into the store for. Okay, I'm one of those unique individuals. I walk into a store, I buy exactly what I want, and I walk back out because I'm not trying to spend any time inside the store. Okay, so that's why I don't like to go to the store with my wife. Okay, right? She's gonna take too long inside here. I just don't like it. So, we understand each other where that is concerned, right? But for most people though, most people, they go in, and even men, like it's not a man or a woman thing. You got some men, they walk into, I don't know, what we call a Canadian Tire here, but a store where they have, manly things, right? Man toys, right? And they go in there. I have a friend of mine, he walks into that store and he comes out with a whole bunch of stuff. And when you go over by his place, he has so much stuff. I'm like, he just buys them just because he walks in the store and he's like a kid in a candy store and he just pick up all these things. So it happens, folks, right? It's real talk. This is what happens. And the same thing's going to happen in OnPassive. People are going to come in for these free products, OMail, ONet, O-Trim is also going to be free. O-Bless is going to be free. So as they access these free products, okay, they're going to get engaged and they're going to see other things that they're going to buy. They're going to buy O-Connect. Okay, there's no doubt about that. And all the other products that will come that will be a paid product, people are going to buy it. Okay, and so as a result of that, right, we're going to make a tremendous amount of money. There's no doubt. The whole, just how everything is set up, the fact that the company is not taking all the products them and just put them out there all at once, that's a good strategy, folks. It really is. Okay, you want to be able to drip on people, just like in marketing, right? We never come at somebody and try to give them from A to Z about what we're trying to sell. We drip on them, okay, because we're trying to engage them. Okay, we're trying to build up a rapport with them. So it's the same thing by here's some free products. Oh, by the way, here's this product right here. But guess what? It's a paid product. You have to purchase it if you want it. But they get so used to us, they get, start to love us. Okay, now they want more, right? And then they're not concerned about the price, right? Think of your iPhone, right? Somebody has an iPhone 8, which works perfectly, no issues, but yet they go buy a new iPhone. Somebody has an iPhone 12, works perfectly, there's no problem with it. They just dropped $2,000 on it, and yet they're going to buy an iPhone 13. You understand? People fall in love with things and they'll continue to buy it regardless of what the price is. That's going to happen in OnPassive. The difference is that we're not going to be gouging people, right? People are going to get more value for what they're actually paying for where our products are concerned, okay? And that's a good thing, right? We always talk about, why a store is going to sell a product for this price. Like why? Why not lower the price so more people will be able to afford it and more people are going to come, they enjoy your service, they're going to stay with you, and you have a loyal customer forever, okay? A lot of companies don't think that way. They think like, let me try and get as much money as I can right now, just in case they don't come back to buy from me again, right? That's both stores' mentality. And what has happened in the last couple of years? So many stores have gone bankrupt, they've gone out of business. We've seen a lot of stores here in Canada gone back to the US, right? Because things are not good. And it's going to get worse, folks. So you have to have a very strong strategy moving forward as to how you want to deploy your products in the marketplace. OnPassive has that taken care of, okay? So we know that we're going to have products that's going to be over-delivered. That's what we talk about, being over market value, okay? Meaning that if there's a product that's currently in the marketplace, whatever value that product is providing, we're going to provide a similar product that's going to give you more than the existing value that's there, okay? So when people see that, oh, this is better. Oh, it's a better version of what I have. Okay, I want it. You understand? So everything that we need, folks, is there inside all of our products then. And these are products going to stand the test of time. They're going to be more cost effective, right? That's also important, okay? A lot of people are watching their bottom line. They're watching the money they're spending. So if I can give you a similar product, okay, that's is more cost friendly, right? Take Zoom that we're on, $6,500 US a month, right? If you have 10,000 attendees, right? Okay, imagine you get the same thing for, I don't know, $500 a month, even $1,000 a month, right? As long as the price is considerably lower and you're getting the same value, people are going to look, they're going to come, they're going to want. And when you give them even more value, right? It's been said, Connect very soon, okay, I believe next month, right, is going to be at a level where the value is more than Zoom, okay? That's a win-win for us, folks. So the company is doing everything where the products are concerned to make sure we have something that is real, that people want, have something that has a massive value that's going to be appealing to people, and at the same time cost effective, okay? So where the products are concerned, we're in great hands. But again, the best thing you can do is go over to that corporate site, spend time on that site, folks. Take your time, there's no rush. Go through each of the products that are there, okay? And then you can also go to the blog as well. And there's a lot more information there with various sectors that we're in, okay?
Thank you, Michael. As Michael said, that we have some free products, of course, and also paid products. And free products, we may think it doesn't have any value, but it has lots of values. Actually, the free products are the gateway to get into ONPASSIVE to buy our paid products. So those free products are making us so much value. এবং our products are very revolutionary, updated, very cost effective, user friendly, and latest technology based products are made from scratch, not any copy paste or any updated version of existing product, not like that. As he was saying that the value, what are the existing products we are using, if we get more value, more benefits with any other products, even with lesser cost, people will surely buy that product, people will use that product. So there is no issue about the customers. So customers will choose our product, they will buy our product, and there is several options, several scope of our products. No worry about it. Now I request Rupa, please translate in Bengali the summary of his speech. Over to Rupa Roy.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Michael, sir. Once again, স্যার আমাদেরকে যে ইনফরমেশনটা দিয়েছেন যে আমরা আমাদের ওয়েবসাইটের মাধ্যমে যে বিজনেসটা প্রোভাইড করে থাকবে এবং চলবে, সেটা হচ্ছে অবভিয়াসলি আমাদের সেখানে কিছু রেসপন্সিবিলিটিও থাকবে, দায়িত্ব কর্তব্যতা থাকবে আমাদের। এটাকে আমরা ওভারঅল আমরা বা কারো ইন্ডিভিজুয়াল বিজনেস না বলে আমরা সবাই বলতে পারি যে এটা আমাদের বিজনেস, শুধুমাত্র অ্যাশ স্যারের বিজনেস না, এটা ওভারঅল সকল ফাউন্ডার আমাদের বিজনেস। তো আমাদের বিজনেসকে আরো সামনে এগিয়ে নেওয়ার জন্য আমাদের কিছু স্টেপ সেটা ফলো করতে হবে অবশ্যই। এবং সেক্ষেত্রে স্যার যেটা বললেন যে আমাদেরকে আমরা যেরকম উদাহরণস্বরূপ বললেন যে আমরা ওট্রিমের লিঙ্কটা ব্যবহার করে সাধারণভাবে যে কোনো ভাবে আমরা এটাকে আমাদের প্রোডাক্ট লঞ্চিং বা যে কোনো প্রোডাক্ট আমাদের পার্সোনাল যদি কোনো প্রোডাক্ট থেকে থাকে তাও এর মাধ্যমে আমরা লিঙ্কটা প্রোভাইড করে থাকতে পারি। এবং স্যার আমাদেরকে আরেকটি ইনফরমেশন দিয়েছেন যে আমরা হয়তো ভাবছি যে ওমেইল, তারপরে আমাদের এই ওট্রিম, ওব্লেস, এগুলো ফ্রি প্রোডাক্ট, তার মানে কোনো ভ্যালু নেই। অ্যাকচুয়ালি এই কথাটা ভুল। এটা কিন্তু আমাদের মিলিয়ন্স ডলার আমাদের কিন্তু একটা ভ্যালু আছে, অবশ্যই ভ্যালু আছে। তো এই প্রোডাক্ট গুলোর মাধ্যমে যখনই কাস্টমার মানে আমাদের অ্যাক্সেস করবে বা এটাকে নক দেবে, অবশ্যই কাস্টমারকে তাদেরকে বাকি প্রোডাক্ট গুলো অবশ্যই তাদেরকে পারচেস করতে হবে। এক্সাম্পল হিসেবে স্যার একটা আইফোনের ছোট একটা এক্সাম্পল দিয়েছেন যে আইফোনের মডেল ওয়াইজ ভ্যালু ডিফার করে, কিন্তু এমনও আছে অনেকে মানুষ লেটেস্ট প্রোডাক্ট হিসেবে লেটেস্ট আইফোনের যেটা মডেলটা আছে সেটা পারচেস করার চেষ্টা করে, হোক না তাতে ভ্যালু বেশি কি হয়েছে, কিন্তু আমাদের প্রোডাক্টটা ভ্যালুয়েবল এন্ড প্রোডাক্টটা ভেরি মাচ আমাদের জন্য খুবই এফিশিয়েন্ট বলেই আমরা সেটাকে পারচেস করি। অনপ্যাসিভের প্রোডাক্ট গুলো সেরকম অবশ্যই আমাদের জন্য সুইটেবল, ফ্রুটফুল, যেটা সেই জন্যই বলছি আমরা। তো লাস্টলি আমি যেটা বলছি যে স্যার যেটা বললেন যে আমরা লাস্ট ফিউ ইয়ার্স খুব মানে যে আমাদের সোসাইটি বা সমাজে আমাদের ডিজাস্টারের মধ্যে দিয়ে গেছিল, সবাই জানি প্যান্ডামিকের মধ্যে দিয়ে, এর মধ্যে থেকে অবশ্যই আমাদের অনপ্যাসিভ একটি ভ্যালুয়েবল মার্কেট আমাদের জন্য নিয়ে আসবে ইন ফিউচার। থ্যাংক ইউ। ওভার টু হোস্ট স্যার।
থ্যাংক ইউ রূপা রয়। রূপা যেটা বললো অ্যাকচুয়ালি এটা কারো ব্যক্তিগত বিজনেস নয়, এটা অ্যাশ মোফারে বা মাইকেল উইলিয়ামস বা ডক্টর বেনি কারো নয়, এটা আমাদের সবার বিজনেস, আমাদের সবার কম্বাইন্ড এফোর্ট, আমাদের সবার প্রচেষ্টা এই বিজনেসকে অনেক উপরে নিয়ে যাবে। আমি রিকোয়েস্ট করবো এস এম আকরাম হোসেন, আপনি যদি বাংলায় এই টপিকের উপরে আরো কিছু আমাদের অ্যাড করেন, তাহলে আমাদের যে বেঙ্গলি কমিউনিটি আছে তারা আরো বেশি উৎসাহিত হবে। ওভার টু এস এম আকরাম হোসেন, প্লিজ।
Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta, for give me a chance to say something here also in Bengali. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, thank you so much. আমাদের মাইকেল উইলিয়ামস স্যার খুব চমৎকার ভাবে যে বিষয়টি আমাদেরকে অবতারণা করার চেষ্টা করেছেন যে আমরা এই মুহূর্তে আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্টগুলো রয়েছে এবং সেগুলো হচ্ছে আমাদের প্রত্যেকেরই আমাদের নিজেদের, আমরা যারা ফাউন্ডার রয়েছি আমরা কোনো কোম্পানির আসলে বাইরের কেউ না, আমরা প্রত্যেকে ফাউন্ডার এবং প্রত্যেকে ওনার। এই প্রথমত হচ্ছে হলো আমাদেরকে এটি খুব ভালোভাবে নিজেদেরকে ধারণ করতে হবে এবং আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্টগুলো রয়েছে সেই প্রোডাক্টগুলো হচ্ছে হলো কোনো প্রিভিয়াস বা ওল্ড ভার্সন বা কোনো ধরনের এমন কোনো প্রোডাক্ট না, যেটি আমাদের ইঞ্জিনিয়ার সুশান্ত ক্লিয়ার করার চেষ্টা করেছেন যে টোটালি হচ্ছে হলো ব্র্যান্ড নিউ এবং হচ্ছে হলো এআই বেসড টেকনোলজি প্রোডাক্ট, যেটা পৃথিবীতে এর আগে অনেকেই সেটা দেখেন। হয়তো অনেকের এক্সিস্টিং বিজনেস রয়েছে, তারা তাদের পূর্বের যে প্রোডাক্টগুলো রয়েছে সেই প্রোডাক্টগুলো ইউজ করতেছে তারা এবং সেখান থেকে তারা বেনিফিট হচ্ছে। কিন্তু যখন আমাদের এই প্রোডাক্টগুলো যখন পৃথিবীর বুকে আসবে এবং যখন যারা পারচেস করবে, সেই সেম বিজনেস যারা অলরেডি যারা বিজনেস পরিচালনা করছে তাদের হচ্ছে হলো, যেমন আমাদের রূপা রয় সেটা বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করেছেন, আপনারা শুনেছেন খুব চমৎকারভাবে রূপা রয় উদাহরণটিও সুন্দরভাবে ব্যাখ্যা করেছেন। আমি তারপরও আবার রিপিট করি সবার বোঝার স্বার্থে। যেমন আইফোনের 8 যে মডেলটি রয়েছে সেটা কিন্তু প্রাইস অনেক হিউজ, কিন্তু তারপরও সেই আইফোনের 8 কিন্তু অনেক আগে বুকিং দিয়ে কিন্তু হচ্ছিল সারা পৃথিবীর, পরবর্তীতে সেটা কিন্তু পাওয়া যায় না, এমন একটি পরিস্থিতি যেখানে হচ্ছিল এত দাম কিন্তু তারপরও হচ্ছিল ওই মডেলটি কিন্তু শেষ হয়ে যায়। তো সেই ক্ষেত্রে হচ্ছিল আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্টগুলো রয়েছে সেগুলোর এমন ফিচার থাকবে যে ফিচারগুলো হচ্ছিল যারা এক্সিস্টিং যাদের যে বিজনেসে রয়েছে তার সেই বিজনেসের জন্য আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্টগুলো রয়েছে সেই প্রোডাক্টগুলোকে সে বেছে নিতে বাধ্য। কারণ হচ্ছে হলো তার এই প্রোডাক্টের মাধ্যমে তার যদি আগের যার রেভিনিউ বা যে ইনকাম আসবে, যেটা মাইকেল উনিও বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করছেন, তার চেয়ে হচ্ছিল হিউজ ইনকাম কিন্তু এখান থেকে আসবে এবং নিশ্চিতভাবে, কারণ আমাদের সেই টার্গেটেড ট্রাফিক এবং সবকিছুর মাধ্যমে কিন্তু হচ্ছিল সেটা নিশ্চিত করবে। যেই কারণে হচ্ছিল আমাদের হয়তো অনেক ফাউন্ডারের এই ধরনের চিন্তাও থাকতে পারে যে আমাদের নতুন প্রোডাক্ট কেন হচ্ছে শুরুতে যারা পুরানো রয়েছে তো তাদেরটা না সেল হয়ে আমাদেরটা কেন সেল হবে। আমাদের সেলটা এই কারণে হবে সবাই তার নিজস্ব প্রফিটের জন্যই কিন্তু হচ্ছিল যে কোনো জায়গায় বিনিয়োগ করে এবং সেই বিনিয়োগটা হচ্ছিল তার একদম অ্যাকুরেসি বিনিয়োগ হবে এবং সেখান থেকে হচ্ছিল যে কেউ হচ্ছিল আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্টগুলো একবার ইউজ করলে সে কিন্তু আবার সেকেন্ড টাইম কিন্তু সাবস্ক্রিপশন ফি দিয়ে তাকে আবারও কিন্তু হচ্ছিল সেটা পারচেজের দিকে তাকে মনোযোগী হতে হবে। সেই কারণে হচ্ছিল আইফোনের উদাহরণটা উনি এনেছেন এবং আমাদের প্রোডাক্টগুলো সেই সেম এআই বেসড হওয়ার কারণে নিউ ফিচার থাকার কারণে সেই প্রোডাক্টগুলো হচ্ছিল এত বড় একটি মার্কেট দখল করে থাকবে এবং আমরা খুব ইমিডিয়েটলি যে মার্কেটটা আমরা পাবো যেটা এক্সপেক্ট করি সেটা 100% ভাবে কারেক্ট। তো আমি সংক্ষেপেই একটু বোঝানোর চেষ্টা করেছি, আরো হয়তো রয়েছে কিন্তু এই পর্যন্ত আমি মেইন যে পয়েন্টটা সেটাকে অবতারণা করার চেষ্টা করলাম। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
থ্যাংক ইউ আকরাম হোসেন, আপনাকে অসংখ্য অসংখ্য ধন্যবাদ। আকরাম হোসেন খুব সুন্দরভাবে আমাদের বুঝিয়ে দিয়েছেন যে আমাদের প্রোডাক্টের মানে পাওয়ার অফ আওয়ার প্রোডাক্টস, আমাদের এই প্রোডাক্ট নিয়ে মানুষের কাছে যাওয়ার দরকার নেই, মানুষ আমাদের কাছে প্রোডাক্ট কেনার জন্য আসবে, এন্ড দ্যাট ইজ দ্য পাওয়ার অফ ডিজিটাল মার্কেটিং। এন্ড ইউ নো আওয়ার সিও Yash Mufare, he is master on digital marketing, and based on digital marketing we will not be the hunter, will be hunted. That is the basic theme of digital marketing. That is, customer will come to us, will never to go to customers. Now I request Engineer Mike add on the space of Michael Williams. Over to Engineer Mike. Shortly you will add more on the space of Michael Williams.
Hello, everybody. Welcome, our founders. Good morning, our leaders. My big bro, Michael Williams. It was a great one yesterday. Everybody, like he says, everybody who has not listened to that, the questions, they were very powerful questions asked by our leader, Julie, and other founders who were there. I mean, they wrote the questions. There's so many all this information, like the questions that we need to know. Please go to that recording. It is very helpful. So it's not even only that webinar yesterday, okay? He had a webinar with the South African community. Go check out that one. He had another webinar with the Netherlands community. Go check it out. There was another one with the Hmong community, 2 of them. Please, it is very educative. You know, we are of the technical part. He is of the marketing part. Breaking down all these concepts for us is very, very important. Everybody, let's keep our eye in the back office. It is a source of truth, okay? So when I meet all of them, like I meet Michael Williams, I meet Jeffrey Morlock. When Jeffrey is going on the products, Michael is going on the economics, I'm like, I'm lost sometimes. I'm like, okay, is this what they come out with in a way that's how the leaders in ONPASSIVE are, right? Yesterday, Weather and the CEO came across again. Just thank you very much, Engineer Susanta. Like what we're cutting is more value. Dr. Derek, Gina Liva, Dr. Benny, Dr. Patience. If you go, everybody who is speaking in this platform, we are very unique. Everybody have their own way of evaluating and the way of coming out with the information. It is very, very special. I just love the community. I can see Nadu Lawson from USA. Thank you, all our leaders. So what we just need to know is, I was very happy when Michael Williams said something that we will be so happy, we will be so excited, okay, to just be part of ONPASSIVE. Remember, the company is branding us. Our CEO told us yesterday, remember in that webinar, he says, just imagine 10 years down the line and they come to tuition, people see that Engineer Susanta was one of their people, founders of ONPASSIVE, who was organizing webinars. Do you know what that means? It is history. So please do not discard us these videos that you have. When we will be showing our kids, our grandkids, this is a proof. We were diligent, we were patient, we plugged in, and we are winning. It's not like we're gonna win. We're already winning. You know why? I did not know Engineer Susanta before. I did not know Akram. I did not know Dr. Derek. I did not know Michael Williams from Adam, Dr. Benny, Gina Lever, Nadu, Dr. Patience. But guess what? Together now we are a family. Value. We have not ever launched, people. Remember again, ONPASSIVE is not launching from the basement. We are launching from Burj Khalifa. 2 floors, 134th floor and 151 floor. We are not launched yet. Is that something we should get excited about? Yes. And what is happening? Tomorrow again in Canada, our founders, okay? Our founders who are all over Canada, we're having a meet and greet. I'm inviting everybody. I'm sure Engineer Susanta and Akram, you guys already have your links and all the other leaders here. So we'll be on that Zoom, we will make noises. You know why? Because we are excited about this business. You know why? Because this business is the mother of all businesses. Every day they tell us, Michael tells us, our CEO tells us, Mike Ellis tells us, Marty DeGamo tells us, Chris Johnson, this is the business, the mother of all businesses. I am so excited in this moment again, because remember, yesterday, Michael says, okay, the next 70 days will be so excited. And the CEO says, oh, how about the next 70 years, the next 700 years, the next 700 days? So what we know about this, our business, is just 1 billion, okay? Because ONPASSIVE is big, it's huge. Every day when he comes out, he excites us about everything, okay? So he gives us one single small language, and when you break down that language, it gets to excite you, okay? Every day now, I just get up in the morning, I'm just so excited. When I go to the back office, I see everything. I go, the back office is our sort of truth, okay? That's what our CEO, everybody is telling us, our leaders here, Michael just told us. I go to that back office, let me tell you something, at least 10 times a day. You know why? When I pick up my phone, I get up from the bed, I think of something. I'm like, oh, no, I have to go and check it out. When I go to check it out, I see every single, if everybody was in that webinar yesterday, you realize that I go through every single bit, tiny details in that back office. That's our house. It's our business. Like Michael told us, let's take responsibility and spend some time. Nothing in this world, okay, will ever make you succeed like ONPASSIVE. He has explained it to us the way. Yesterday, he explained it. Our CEO will still explain it. The traffic, nobody. Do you know what? Every person who has a business present, online, offline, need traffic. Michael told us. Our CEO tells us. He tells us every day, our leaders, they tell us. So if you have that online presence, okay, offline presence, you need traffic. Are we getting traffic? Yes. Not only traffic, we are getting targeted traffic. And our CEO has the best of the best algorithms of traffic, conversion rate, the best. Okay, so let's just put our hands together, get excited for the next days till we go to the world, and just believe in the process, believe in our CEO. He's delivering it for us over value, over market value. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Engineer Mike. We are really excited and fired up. Thank you. As Mike was saying, that again he has said it is a huge business. The ONPASSIVE is the mother of all businesses. It is not a typical business, not a traditional business. It's a unique business system. That business system we never seen before. It's a business. It's a technology. Tomorrow's technology, tomorrow's business we are now having today. So we are really fortunate. Now I request Rupa very briefly just translate in Bengali. Next, we also have very dedicated and knowledgeable speaker, Dr. Derek. Before Dr. Derek, we will listen Jean Eliba. So I request Rupa. Dear participants and guests, আমরা আমাদের এই ইসের প্রেক্ষিতে আমাদের যে আলোচনা হচ্ছে আলোচনার প্রেক্ষিতে we'll take some questions from the participation from the audience. So please be patient, live with us. After the speeches of our speakers, we'll take some questions from the audience and that will make us more clear. আমরা কিছু প্রশ্ন নেব এবং আপনারা যারা আছেন বাংলায়ও প্রশ্ন করতে পারবেন, ইংরেজিতেও প্রশ্ন করতে পারবেন এবং আমাদের সাথেই থাকুন। এই মুহূর্তে আমরা 500-র কাছাকাছি আমরা এখানে আছি, আমাদের 100+ or 100-এর কাছাকাছি আমাদের ইউটিউবে আছে। We are really sorry that our capacity is exhausted. So thank you so much for your support. Now, Rupa, please.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Engineer Mike. Thank you very much. Engineer Mike আমাদেরকে যে ইনফরমেশনটা দিয়েছেন যে এভরিডে আমাদের উচিত, প্রত্যেকের উচিত, ইঞ্জিনিয়ার মাইক যেটা করে থাকেন যে সকালে উনি ব্যাক অফিসে লগ ইন করে থাকেন, ইভেন আমাদেরও তাই করা উচিত। অ্যাটলিস্ট সারাদিনে অন্তত 8 থেকে 10 বার আমাদের ব্যাক অফিসে লগ ইন করা উচিত। তাতে কি হবে যে আমাদের ওয়েবসাইটটা আরো বেশি রিচ হবে, এটা আমরা বুঝতে পারছি। তো এইভাবেই স্যার আমাদেরকে যে ইনফরমেশন এন্ড এক্সাইটেড বললেন যে আমরা আগামী মানে 70 দিন আমাদের স্যার যে টার্গেটেড ডে দিয়ে দিয়েছেন 20th নভেম্বর, এই 70 দিনে সামথিং ডিফারেন্ট কিছু হতে চলেছে। তো এর মাধ্যমে আমরা বুঝতে পারছি যে আমরা কোথায় যেতে চলেছি, যে আমরা আমাদের বিজনেসটা বেস লেভেল থেকে না, ইটস টপ লেভেল থেকে, যে অনপ্যাসিভ শুরু হচ্ছে বুর্জ খলিফার টপ লেভেল থেকে। সো আমাদের এই ইনফরমেশনের মাধ্যমে আমরা শেষ করছি এবং এই হিউজ ট্রাফিক জেনারেটের ব্যাপারটা স্যার যেটা বললেন যে এটা আমাদের একমাত্র ওয়ে হচ্ছে আমাদের ব্যাক অফিসে আমরা যত বেশি লগ ইন করবো তত বেশি আমাদের জন্য সুবিধা হবে। থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
Thank you, Rupa. Engineer Mike also said that we are not gonna win, we have already won. So আমরা অলরেডি জিতে গেছি, আমরা কোনো কিছু বিজয় করার দরকার নেই, আমরা অলরেডি বিজয়ী। সুতরাং একটু সময়ের অপেক্ষা আমাদের অপেক্ষা করতে হবে। ডেফিনেটলি আমাদের যে কাঙ্ক্ষিত ফল, যে expected result, that will come to our I can say in our wallet. So now I request Jean S. Eliba, please add on the speeches we have already listened.
Thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta. Everyone, all the speakers here, Michael was amazing, Engineer Mike, Akram, wonderful, and Rupa Roy, your translation is just amazing. I wish I could understand both, but it's so appreciated. I just want to say some brief ideas about the compensation plan and the products. And when I joined the company in July of 2020 and started listening to Ash, and seeing the way he spoke on multiple levels and was always delivering, but better, always delivering, but better. It was always more exciting. He's a master of marketing. He enjoys, pardon me, teasing with a little bit, you know, we're going to be doing this, and then it comes out and it's better and better and better. Well, the compensation plan is going to be no different. His whole modus operandi is to bring joy to us, to lift us, to bring us out of the quagmire of the way things have been. So it only makes sense that his compensation plan is going to be better than we can even conceive. And like Michael said, it's going to be organic and hybrid. It's going to be ever morphing, always bringing in, you know, we're going to be developing products forever. So there's always going to be more things coming in and just adding it. It's so exciting to me. And I trust the man. I trust that his heart, that he is always going to have our back. So I don't even think about the compensation plan. I really don't. And even above that, with the percentage that Michael spoke about, with the 50-50, 50 for the infrastructure and the company, and then 50 to be shared among the founders in some way, you know, that we don't know yet, or may never know. But isn't that a perfect example of how he is always uniting people? It's not about, you know, one master marketer making a million, you know, millions of dollars. It's about all of us rising together. So for each sale that comes into each of our websites, it's all going to benefit really the whole family in this beautiful, organic, gorgeous way. So that's my thoughts on the compensation plan. And then on the products, some of the things that Ash said last night, which I highly recommend everyone go listen to, just like Engineer Mike had said, is that they cannot be compared. They're all unique, and it really doesn't serve us to do those comparisons, because all that does, and it's an energetic thing as well, all it does is tie us to the way things were, tie us to the corrupt, tie us to the unbalanced way that things have been. We don't want to be, you know, held down by that cement block of the way things have been. Ash wants us to free our minds, to think differently. And he said that specifically, think differently. It's the only way we're going to be moving forward, and we can move forward faster when we are all, you know, snipping the chains, the ropes, whatever's tying us to the past and the way things have been, and freeing us up to rise together as this amazing you know, family of eagles. And it's going to require us to think not just outside the box, but just completely transform the way that we think about things, because he's not thinking about the products we have right now. He is like light years ahead. And he's so excited. You can see it. If you watch the webinar from last night, you can see he's just bursting with what he wants to share with us about what's to come. But he needs us to rise in our thinking to be able to co-create it together. So those are my main thoughts about the compensation plan and the products. It's we're in an incredibly beautiful place. And if we can just sort of, you know, untether our minds, Ash is going to take us to places we never imagined. And I, for one, am very excited about that. So thank you so much, Engineer Sushanta, all of the speakers, all of the attendees here today, Rupa, Roy. It's my pleasure and honor to be here once again. Thank you.
Thank you, Jean. Thank you so much. Ash always says that our compensation plan will be very smart. No other company ever offered that kind of compensation plan. No one saw that kind of compensation plan. So no worry about the compensation plan. It is our combined effort to uplift ONPASSIVE. Definitely all the ONPASSIVIANS will be benefited through ONPASSIVE. Thank you, Jane. Now I request Rupa, please translate the summary of Jane's speech.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Ma'am Jane. ম্যাম যেটা আমাদেরকে বলে গেলেন যে লাস্ট নাইট অ্যাশ স্যারের একটা মিটিং আমরা তো জেনেছিলাম যে হবে, তারপরেও আমরা অ্যাশ স্যারের প্রিভিয়াস মিটিং এ যেরকম দেখেছি যে অ্যাশ স্যার মানে প্রোডাক্ট নিয়ে সো মাচ এক্সাইটেড, এবং উনি এত সুন্দরভাবে আমাদের জন্য কিছু রিপ্রেজেন্ট করতে যাচ্ছেন যে এটা একটা মানে একটা হিউজ কিছু আমাদের জন্য তৈরি হতে যাচ্ছে, এবং আমরা বুঝতে পারছি যে স্যার আমাদের কোথায় নিয়ে যাচ্ছেন। স্যার আমাদের কাউন্টার্সকে একটা ডিফারেন্ট প্লেসে নিয়ে যাবেন। তো আমরা এভাবেই আমরা বুঝতে পারছি যে উনি আমাদেরকে 50-50 একটা সিস্টেমের কথা বলে গেলেন, যে না যে কম্পেনসেশনের ব্যাপারটা। তো এখানে আমরা একটা টোটাল ফ্যামিলির মতো ইউনাইটেড হয়ে গেছি, যে লাইক ফ্যামিলি আমরা ম্যাম যেটা বলে গেল। তো আমরা একসাথে সবাই রাইজ করবো যে আমাদের এখানে কেউ আগে কেউ পরে নেই, সবার জন্য সমান সুবিধা হবে, ইকুয়ালিটি সবাই পাবে। তো স্যার আর আমাদের তো অলরেডি আমরা জানি যে আমাদের প্রোডাক্ট গুলো কোনো কপিরাইট প্রোডাক্ট না, অলরেডি এগুলো অর্গানিক প্রোডাক্ট। তো এর জন্য আমরা স্যারকে ধন্যবাদ জানাই। থ্যাংকস টু স্যার। থ্যাংকস, ওভার টু হোস্ট।
Thank you, Rupa. As last night I was watching the Ash program. Ash was looking so jolly, so smiling. Actually, he is so genius. I think he always added at least 10 years, 20 years from today. So whatever we are thinking, he is thinking much more than us. So we are in the right platform. We are a right community. Definitely we all will rise together, and all will be benefited from this platform, no doubt about that. We are really, really excited once we listen Ash. As Jane was saying, that whenever we listen Ash, every day we are getting more interest. He is telling much better and better. So he is so genius, and someone also said that Ash has a photogenic brain. Really, he is I should not say the Superman, but he is an extraordinary person that we can easily say. Now we have a very great speaker, and I love his speech and the way of speak. Now I request Dr. Derek, please speak on the past, on the speeches, add on, or please speak on the subject.
Wonderful.
Just a moment, sir. Please, dear participants, after Derek, we'll go for some question answer session, and Dr. Benny, she will start with her question, and our audience যারা আছেন আপনারাও কোশ্চেন করবেন। আমাদের ভিতরে মাইকেল উইলিয়ামস আছেন, উনি আমাদের প্রশ্নগুলোর উত্তর দেবে, যাতে করে আমাদের সমস্ত যে টপিক এবং আমাদের যে কনভারসেশন, যে স্পেসেস, সেগুলো যেন আমাদের কাছে ক্লিয়ার হয়ে যায়। নাও ডক্টর ডেরিক, প্লিজ কন্টিনিউ।
Wonderful. Peace, blessings, and enough love to everyone. And I do thank you, Engineer Susanta, for allowing me to speak on your platform. Really appreciate it. Michael Williams, awesome presentation. Professor Engineer Mike, wonderful presentation. And SM Akram and Jean, wonderful presentation. But I just cannot get over how Rupa does what she does. That is what amazes me more than anyone else, that all of that presentation is done and she's able to maintain all of that and speak it in another language. That is what blew me all out of the way. I thank you very much, Rupa. Dr. Patience and Dr. Benny, hi. Wonderful, everyone on this platform, on this webinar. Michael Williams said something very important, very, very important, which also Ash Mufare always say, which is very important. It is value. The value. Because we look at a Lamborghini, and this Lamborghini is like, roughly about $1 million plus US dollars. And you say to yourself, why would a car something with 4 wheels like everybody else, a car with steering wheel like everybody else, you know, with lights and so on. Why would a car sell for over $1 million when you have a car selling for $2,000 and $3,000? But the value of that car, all right, you might not be able to think about $1 million car, but another Lamborghini, you know, in the 300,000 value. Now, what Unpassive is doing, Unpassive is taking the value of a Lamborghini, but having a more cost effective so that the majority of persons can afford the Lamborghini. So even though you have Lamborghini selling for 300 and something thousand, you know, most of us would really want to buy one. But if it was selling for maybe 15 or 16,000, maybe most of us would be able to afford it. But we cannot afford it. But that is what Ashmafare is doing. Ashmafare is bringing value with a more cost-effective amount of money for the average person to afford it, because a business is not cheap. Just to register a business in the US, we're talking about $932.50 to get a little LLC for any business, legal business that you want to open up with. And so right away, $97 is really a joke. And so when you look at the compensation plan, the package, the percentage, etc., of the topic for today, we have to, yes, go to Ashmafare's update, because that's the only thing you and I as founders can really, really rely on. It is the updates from our loving CEO. That is the only thing we have to rely on. And so I said that this will be September to remember, hands down. And of course, he shares so many of the links. We are up to link 68 at this time. Just one new product that will have, that you haven't seen as yet, will change our lives. The digital ecosystem is a done deal. But then what is the digital ecosystem, you might ask? The digital ecosystem is, of course, Ashmafare and the tech team. It is, of course, artificial intelligence. It is, of course, machine learning, the inclusiveness of this entire ecosystem, where, of course, you know, all of these systems is working together with all our products under one umbrella, communicating with each other. And I say, awesome, awesome, awesome. We are going to make huge difference in the world in the following areas: minimizing crime, conquer poverty, more educating and global population, healthier population. Financial burden will be a thing of the past, and the world will know the founders by name. Founders will be all set to do business very soon, and it will happen well before November 20 World Cup. Why is this important? Let us look at a few examples. Now, as we know, Apple launched in 1976, but it wasn't until 2007 when they brought in the iPhone. And what did they do? They broadcast in advertisement in Academy Awards. The Academy Awards is an American award of actors and all of those famous people. And actually, it was 10.4 million people that watched the Academy Award in 2007. Let us look at GoDaddy. Advertised on the Super Bowl in February of 2005. And of course, 14 million, the one with the M, 14 million watched the Super Bowl in 2005. And as you can see, the iPhone, gone. Big business, a lot of money in people's pocket. GoFounder, big business, a lot of money in Bob Parsons' pocket. And so here's a man with over 25 years of marketing, Ash Mufari, who is doing things a lot different from the rest of the populace, of course, which has to do with business and marketing. And he, of course, is letting all of us as founders, just for a measly $97 to be owners of a Lamborghini costing $2 million. How cool is that? And so he started with a big marketing strategy with one of the major cities in the world, which is Dubai. And Professor Engineer Mike speak about Dubai, with 16 million visitors per year, with 120 Jumbotron TVs, billboards in the cinema, in the ice rink, every one of those places. And if you watch that video that is there on the ONPASSIVE website or the YouTube channel, we would see a marvelous video that you wonderful. But watch this now. Just 1 hour flight across that little water from Dubai, we have Qatar, which is where the World Cup is going to be held. Oh my goodness. I don't
সার্বজনীন হলে কেউ কিন্তু তারার মন্দিরও তারা শুরু হয়েছে তারা মরে আইনি ইয়া হিসাবে
Dr. Derek, please continue.
Okay, thank you. I don't know why people are not excited with the World Cup. So even if you know we don't sponsor, just advertisement, because that's what GoDaddy, that's what Apple and all of these major people advertise, and they advertise in front of millions. But watch this now. Last World Cup was 3.5 billion, the one with the B, billion in 2018. And there is an estimated 5 billion viewers for this World Cup, because a lot of the players, you know, it's their last year that they will be playing. And so when we look at products in weeks, we will start launching ONPASSIVE products. The public won't be able to purchase the product unless they go through a founder. We should be excited on that. We will open first with some free products initially, or mail, or net, or trim, or bless. First 1 year, first one ever that provided a hand-free for those in need. Best products on the market with artificial intelligence and unique disruptive technologies. And of course, OConnect, one of the primary paid products, and OTracker, that will be another paid product. And as our Sir Michael Williams AIM said to us, go and visit your virtual office. Click on unpassive.com and look at all our flagship products, you know, Academy, or Bless, or Shop, or Staff, and the relating products are in black with what is already out there in the world, in the society that we live in. So it is products that people use presently, but it's just a different name, you know. So instead of using Yahoo, people is going to use Mail, so to speak, right? And so we will also have new products that will not be announced. They will just appear in our office. 6 to 7 months, everything will be rolled out. And that is everything presently as we know it in our virtual office. New products will always be coming out in years and years and years and years to come. We are at the stage where we can only move forward. Peer strategy. And persons already went into very much details, but just to give you a quick overview, charge for some digital products. Some will have a trial period, some then a charge. Some monthly, some annual, one-time payments, a dynamic system for income and payout. And that is a totally different pay structure from any other pay structure on the planet thus far. Payment distribution, as Sir Michael Williams AIM said, the first portion goes to the company, and payroll, marketers, marketing, and all the benefit for employees. So approximately 50% revenue generated will be going to the company first. And then Michael Williams AIM eloquently put it that the founders will be the next 50%. So it's not like 50% is coming to me when I sell a product, but it will be shared among a number of founders, you know, as it is going to be structured by Ash Mufare, of course. So the bottom line, OnPassive will make a huge difference. Most value to the customer. Customer is not the product. So we're not bringing in people. No, we are selling products. It removes competition. So you don't need to compete. Just build your business. All website will be different. And so as Michael Williams AIM, you know, mentioned about Amway just have one replicated website. And that is how most companies are, especially in that kind of business. This business is not a replicated website. So your website is going to look different from mine, going to look different from Rupa, going to look different from Engineer Susanta, going to look different from, how cool is that? That is awesome. And so if I own a car company and Rupa own a car company, we are all selling luxury car. The luxury car, them look the same, you know, the Bugatti, the Ferrari, etc., etc. But I don't want my website to look the same as Rupa. No, I'm going to want my website to look a little different. And so if you are active, let us start promoting your business. If you are active, you don't have to be active, but if you're active, let us start by using link 70. And if you notice, I said link 70. Why? Because link 70 is not going to release until Monday. So why am I saying link 70? Awesome. Because if you put link 69, which is presently in your virtual office, and if you go to your menu on the left and click on my links, then you are going to go to your links, which is OnPassive links. And then you click on copy link. And then you go over into OTrim and paste your link into the custom, create custom URL. That's the one, the best one to use, so that you can paste the link there where it says paste your link. You can enter your custom part, which is over there, by typing it in, whatever you want it to be. And so that what happens when you save that or when you submit that, then it is saved as link 69. But come next week, Monday, you don't have to go inside of your virtual office and try to update it. No, 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 no. And this is the beauty about link, about trimming your link, is that it is going to do it automatically. So AI is at work and it will send you to the next link. So this is your site, which is the wonderful looking site. And come next week, Monday, bam, if you trim your link, send it out, and someone click on it next week, they're going to get the updated website. Bam, next week, Thursday, they click on the same link that you sent today, updated website. And so that is our awesome business company that you and I are involved in. I thank you very much.
Oh my God, Dr. Derek, it is amazing, amazing. How can I explain? I don't know. He started with the example of Lamborghini, the value, why everyone is crazy for the Lamborghini or the high value car, even though all the peoples or most of the peoples are not can't afford that kind of car, yet the people are crazy for the car due to its value and how they created the value. And we are crazy also iPhone. It has been already explained. And ONPASSIVE is exactly doing the modified form of those, that is update form of those marketing activities. So we are sure once ONPASSIVE will launch, we'll never look behind. We'll move forward and we'll all will enjoy the system, and definitely we'll live a better life, and definitely we'll keep a very good life to our next generation. Now I request Rupa, it is quite difficult to translate in Bengali, yet if you like to say a few words on Derek's speech, please proceed.
Thank you, sir. And thank you, Dr. Terry. Thank you so much for your very long presentation. This is a nice presentation. And I am so much amazed to see it. স্যার ডক্টর টেরিক্সের যেটা আমাদেরকে প্রথমেই দেখালেন যে ল্যাম্বরগিনির একটা এক্সাম্পল দিয়ে যে আমাদের ল্যাম্বরগিনি অনেকেই ভাবে যে একটি আমাদের 4 হুইলার হলেই তো হয়ে যায়, কিন্তু 4 হুইলারের সাথে ল্যাম্বরগিনির ডিফারেন্সটা হচ্ছে যে ল্যাম্বরগিনি হাই ফিচার। সিমিলারলি আমাদের অনপ্যাসিভের প্রোডাক্টও এরকম হাই ফিচার্স হবে। তো সাধারণ মানুষ আমাদের যে নর্মাল এক্সিস্টিং যে প্রোডাক্ট গুলো আছে তার চেয়ে হাই ফিচার প্রোডাক্টটাই ক্যাচ করবে। অলরেডি স্যার আমাদেরকে আমরা লিঙ্ক 67 তো অলরেডি পেয়ে গেছি, স্যার আমাদের লিঙ্ক 70 আশা দেখালেন যে নেক্সট উইক মানডের মধ্যে আমরা পেয়ে যাচ্ছি। এন্ড আমরা সবাই জানি যে আমাদের ডিজিটাল ইকোসিস্টেম, স্যার ডিজিটাল ইকোসিস্টেমের চার্ট দেখিয়েছেন। এন্ড দেন আমরা যেটা দেখতে যাচ্ছি যে অনপ্যাসিভ আমাদেরকে সবচেয়ে বেশি ইম্পর্টেন্স দিচ্ছে, সেটা হচ্ছে আমরা কনকোয়ার বা জয় করতে যাচ্ছি পভার্টি, আমাদের দারিদ্রতাকে জয় করতে যাচ্ছি। এন্ড স্যার আরেকটা এক্সাম্পল দিয়েছেন যে আইফোন, আমাদেরকে বললেন যে আইফোন 2007 এ একটি একাডেমিক অ্যাওয়ার্ড পেয়েছে, বাট আমরা জানি যে আইফোন কোম্পানি এক্সিস্ট করছিল 1976 থেকে। তো এত পরে এসে কিন্তু আইফোন কোম্পানি সেটা মানে কি বলবো যে ওদের একাডেমিক অ্যাওয়ার্ড পেয়েছে। অলরেডি আমরা কিন্তু আমাদের অনপ্যাসিভকে আরো বেশি ফাস্ট দেখতে পাচ্ছি, অনেক অনেক বেশি ফাস্ট দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে আমাদের সেটা শুধুমাত্র আমাদের অ্যাড স্যারের মার্কেটিং স্ট্র্যাটেজির কারণে, লাস্ট 25 ইয়ার্স স্যারের মার্কেটিং স্ট্র্যাটেজি। এন্ড স্যার আরেকটা ডেরিক স্যার আমাদের আরেকটা ইনফরমেশন দিয়েছেন যে আমাদের চ্যানেল অনপ্যাসিভ ইউটিউব চ্যানেলে দ্যাট মাস 16 মিলিয়ন অলরেডি কিন্তু আমাদের ভিউয়ার্স হয়েও গেছে। দেন আরেকটা এক্সাম্পল হচ্ছে যে স্যার আমাদের গোডাডি এন্ড আইফোন যেভাবে ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপে আমাদেরকে দেখাবে, যে মানে এদেরকে দেখাচ্ছে যে কিভাবে তারা অ্যাডভার্টাইজ করছে, সিমিলারলি আমাদের কোম্পানি সেভাবে আমরা অ্যাডভার্টাইজ করতে যাচ্ছি আমাদের এই ফুটবল বিশ্বকাপে। তো নর্মালি আমরা দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে আমাদের যেভাবে আমাদের কিভাবে চার্জ গুলো, আমাদের প্রোডাক্ট চার্জ কিভাবে দেওয়া হচ্ছে মান্থলি, আমাদের পে স্ট্রাকচার স্যার একটি লিঙ্কে সরি স্যার একটি পেজ দেখালেন যে আমাদের কিভাবে পে স্ট্রাকচার হবে। এন্ড 50% রেভিনিউ জেনারেটের বিষয়টা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্ট সেল করে যে ইনকামটা জেনারেট করবো তার 50% আমাদের কোম্পানি দিতে হবে এবং পার্সোনালি আমরা 50% পেয়ে থাকবো। And that's it, sir. আর অটোমেটিক্যালি আমাদের সবকিছু জেনারেট হচ্ছে। থ্যাংক ইউ, ওভার টু পোস্ট।
Thank you, Rupa. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very shortly, you briefed nicely. Now, before going to question answer, I would request again Michael Williams. Please summarize the speeches or comment on the speeches we already listened. Over to Michael Williams. Then we'll go to Dr. Benny.
Well, we certainly had a lot of great speakers here today. There's no doubt about that. And that's what we do in ONPASSIVE. You know, we have so many talented individuals, you know, those that we see on the forefront, and there's so many that we don't even see or may even know, you know, because ONPASSIVE is all about helping people. Okay? It's not about the limelight. It's not about me, look at me, right? It's all about what can I do to best serve others, right? And I feel that this is probably the only company that I've been involved with where there's a large amount of that mindset, okay? Usually it's always a competitive environment. You know, how can I take from you, you know, it's more taken as opposed to given. And that's what we see here in OnPassive, is that people are giving up their time, giving up their experience, their expertise, and so on. You know, and even those who've never had success before, they're finding success in OnPassive, only because it's just completely different, right? That's why, you know, we should do our best not to even compare other companies, because there is no comparison. There's never been another OnPassive. OnPassive is not a Me Too company, right? We don't have Me Too products in the sense of, oh, this is exactly what that, no, okay? You may have the same application, right? You may have a product that will do the same things, but then you add on top of that, you provide more value, as we've already said, so that people are going to get the most beneficial experience from that. Because although there's products in the marketplace, usually those products are taking advantage of people. And here OnPassive is trying to put a spin on that, doing things different, because that's the only way we can get different results. We have to do things different. We cannot come out with Me Too products. We cannot come out with a white label. Just take somebody else's product, slap your name OnPassive on it, and then put it out there to the marketplace. Okay, so many companies have done that in the past, and they will continue to do that. But here comes OnPassive, changing the game, changing the way things have been done, and it's going to force other companies to take a look at themselves and say, wow, you know, we need to change, okay? And it's going to happen. There is no doubt in my mind it is going to happen. Otherwise, they will get left behind, okay? Because OnPassive is the new model. It certainly is, you know, and as we talk about the compensation plan, again, we know that it is something that we can put to rest, right? Because of the assurance, right? We know that someone can come into OnPassive, okay? Speaking of founders, come into OnPassive, and they don't have to have any great ability. They don't have to be no great marketer. They don't have to, you know, even have shared it with anyone, because we have founders who have done their best. And yet, others did not see it. They did not join them. They did not embrace the mission, the vision of our company. They did not get in, right? And it wasn't because of that individual that was sharing the message. It's just that it's not for everyone. Not everyone, okay? Not everyone can be a founder. Foundership is not for everyone, okay? So that's different than when we say that OnPassive is for everyone everywhere, okay? It's two different things. To be a founder, to be able to come in and stand the test of the journey. Not everyone is built for a long journey. You know, take sports, right? Take athletics. Okay, you have some people, they're built for the sprints. Okay, they can't run more than 100 meters. That's it, competitively, right? Then you have those who, you know, they're built for long distance. They can run, you know, 10,000 kilometers or whatever, right? Like they can run far, okay? Then you have those who are good for the mid distance, 800 meters, right? So, you know, the point is this, right? Not everyone get to be a founder. The door has been shut, right? And so we who are in, we are truly blessed, okay? We are truly blessed that we made that right decision to get in, because we've said it many times, all you have to do is get in to win, right? So if you want to win, all you have to do is get in. And because you've done that, it simply means that it's game over for you. Your life is going to be changed. We know that there's over 5 billion people around the world, right, that are lacking, making less than $10 a day. That's a lot of people, folks. 5 billion, right? So take all of India, take all of China, take all of Africa, and you still don't have 5 billion. You understand, folks? That's a lot of people, okay? And so when you look at it from that perspective, we realize that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot that we can do. Okay, so our compensation plan is going to give us that ability to do something about that. Whether we eradicate poverty or not, that's a different matter. But certainly we're going to help a lot of people out of poverty. There's no doubt in my mind. There's none whatsoever. Okay, a lot of people are struggling. And as I said, the economy is worse than what people think. Even in the United States, even in Europe, it's worse than what people think. Okay, they can't come out and tell people how bad it is. Otherwise, you're going to have panic and chaos. Okay, but the truth of the matter is that they're struggling. They're trying to find a solution right now. Okay, how can we get out of this economic pandemic? Okay, so folks, the fact that we're going to be the solution to a lot of people. Okay, our products, right? We've heard all the great things about our products, right? We know that we have something that there's a demand. It's a demand. If you go make a whole bunch of products and nobody wants them, right? You're not going to make any money. Okay. If you want to become wealthy, you have to have products that are in demand, meaning people want it, want it, want it, want it, want it, want it, want it. Okay. And so as a marketer, I know the thousands of dollars that I've spent each month. Okay. Just traffic alone, $30,000 to $40,000 a month, just for traffic. Okay, never mind the other pieces that you need. Okay, and so and that's small, right? I know marketers who are spending more than $100,000 a month just on market. I'm talking just I call them small marketers. We're not talking about corporations. We're not talking about big companies. We're talking about individuals like you and I that are on the internet and that are marketing. Right? So we know that there are people that's going to want our traffic. There are people using, whether it be domain names, whether they're using autoresponders, whether they're using bulk mailers, right? People are using social media, right? All these things people are using, right? We know Academy is going to be a big hit, right? For us, because the e-learning space is growing. It's going to get bigger and bigger. Billions upon billions of dollars will be generated from that space. Okay, we're going to be in that space, right? We see what has happened with Zoom, okay, and the rise of Zoom. Okay, there were companies before Zoom. Zoom is not the only, communication platform that is there. Okay, we do have Skype, we do have AnyMeeting, we do have GoToWebinar and others. Okay, but yet Zoom is the one that kind of rose to the top and made a tremendous amount of money, especially in the past 2 years. Well, guess what's going to happen when OConnect comes out? Okay, so we know that we're positioned for success. We are positioned for success. So we know it's a done deal. There's no doubt about it. And we as founders, what's our responsibility? All we have to do is pay attention. If you know that something big is coming, why wouldn't you pay attention? Right? It only makes sense. People have been struggling for years, struggling financially. You've tried this and you tried that and you understand so much that you've tried. Even people with 9-to-5 jobs, right? How secure is your job really? Most people are one paycheck away from being broke. So even if you have a good job, you're still one paycheck from being broke. Okay, so everyone will have a reason to be looking at OnPassive, and it all starts with us as founders. It all starts with us. They have to come through us, whether directly or indirectly. Okay, maybe you register someone who's a reseller. Okay, and guess what? Because that person is a reseller, they will be able to sell the products. Okay, so those sales are coming through the reseller that you registered or you invited. Okay, and in turn you're benefiting. So that's an indirect benefit. You understand? Right? So everything has to come through us as founders one way or the other. So can you imagine the dollar amount that you can put beside that? Can you imagine as these hundreds upon hundreds of millions of customers come and they have to come through us? Can you imagine what the dollar amount is going to be? This is why we say that lives will be changed, There is no question about that. OnPassive is about helping us become wealthy so that we can use all the excess wealth that we will acquire use it to benefit others, use it to uplift humanity. It's all in there, folks. We have everything that we need in this company. This is why we say it is the last business that we'll ever need. And we can go on to say it's the only business that we will ever need, okay? So I thank you guys for having me. It's been great. If there's questions we're gonna go through, I'll still be here to answer those. But get ready, as our CEO says, for the greatest shape of our lives.
Thank you, Michael. Thank you so much. We are really excited and inspired with your words. Michael যেটা বললেন আমাদের বেঙ্গলি কমিউনিটির জন্য, যে উনি ওনার এত দীর্ঘ বিজনেস লাইফে ONPASSIVEর মতো এরকম বিজনেস উনি কখনো দেখেননি। উনি এই যে এত বড় কমিউনিটি, আমাদের যে 14 লাখ 14.5 লাখ যে কমিউনিটি আছে, এত লাইক মাইন্ডসেট পিপল উনি কিন্তু এর আগে কোনো বিজনেসে দেখেনি, যেটা থ্রু ONPASSIVE এবং থ্রু অ্যাশ সেটা আমরা এখানে এসে পেয়েছি। ONPASSIVE সমস্ত বিজনেসের উপরে টপ বিজনেস, সে যা এক্সিস্টিং মার্কেট আছে তার থেকে অনেক কিছু বেশি বোঝে, বেশি চিন্তা করে। ONPASSIVE ইজ নট, অ্যাগেন আই এম সেইং দ্যাট এটা ট্রেডিশনাল বিজনেস নয়, এটা কিন্তু ডিফারেন্ট এন্ড ইউনিক টাইপ অফ বিজনেস, যেটা আমাদের মানুষের লাইফকে চেঞ্জ করতে চলেছে। এবং ফাউন্ডারশিপের কথা উনি বলেছেন যে সবাই এখানে ফাউন্ডার হতে পারবে না, ডেফিনেটলি যিনি ভিশনারি মিশনারি, যিনি ফিউচারকে দেখতে পারেন বুঝতে পারেন, সেখানেই কিন্তু তিনি ফাউন্ডার হবেন, এবং যিনি ফাউন্ডার হবেন তার লাইফ অটোমেটিক্যালি উইল বি চেঞ্জড, অ্যাজ Ash said that get a shape of our life, be ready, get ready for better shape of our life. উনি অনেক এক্সাম্পল দিয়েছেন যে ইট ইজ নট এ সো, ইট ক্যান নট বি ডান ওভারনাইট, কারণ একজন অ্যাথলেটস যিনি কোনো গেমে বা অ্যাথলেটিক্সে জয়েন করেন বা উইন করার থাকে, দীর্ঘ সময় তাকে প্রিপারেশন নিতে হয়। তেমনি ONPASSIVE তার যে গেম প্লেইং চলছে, এই গেমে জিতার জন্য আমাদের যারা ফাউন্ডার, আমাদের সবাইকে জিতিয়ে দেওয়ার জন্য তার কিন্তু সময় লাগছে সেই প্রিপারেশনের জন্য। এবং উনি বলছেন যে ONPASSIVE may not eradicate poverty, all poverty across the globe, but কিছু কিছু লোকের অবশ্যই তারা দারিদ্রতা থেকে বেরিয়ে আসবে, সেটা কিন্তু আমরা বুঝতে পারছি। বাট ইম্পর্টেন্ট যে জিনিস সেটা হচ্ছে এই মুহূর্তে আমাদের ONPASSIVIANদের কি করা দরকার। He said just a word, pay attention. অর্থাৎ আমাদের ওয়েবিনার থেকে শুরু করে আমাদের ONPASSIVEর সাথে সবসময় নিজেদের সম্পৃক্ত রেখে আমাদের নিজেদেরকে আপডেটেড করতে হবে, এটা উনি বলেছেন। এবং ইটস এ লাইফ চেঞ্জিং গেম, so definitely our life will be changed, and also we can keep a better life there for our generations to come. Thank you, Michael Williams. Now we'll go for a question answers, and now I would request Dr. Benny, she should ask the question with her comment if she has anything. Over to Dr. Benny.
Oh, thank you so much, Engineer Shoshanta, for your invitation. I really appreciate it. I want to thank each and everyone, most importantly, our CEO. If it wasn't for him, we will not be here. I want to also thank our tech brothers and sisters in Hyderabad for the sleepless night. They work day and night, 7 to 3, 3 to 11, 11 to 7. Working on the products, creating the products, developing the products for us, despite the fact that some of us are still crying, when are we launching? They should understand that it takes time. I want to really thank them. And those who are sick, please, our God is with you. You will be fine, because ONPASSIVE is here. Thank you. I want to thank Mr. Michael Williams. Superb presentation. Should I say, is outstanding, because you really know this business. Yes, you do. And you are someone that I respect. I want to thank all the leaders who have spoken. Thank you. Mr. Michael Williams, I do have, 2 questions. I will start with, it is stated that nobody will be left behind. What can you advise our founders or ONPASSIVIANS to add to what they have been doing to raise a minimum level of compensation plan to live their dreams?
Thank you. Thank you. It's a very nice question, especially for those who don't have any team. Over to Michael.
Well, you know, it's a true statement, right? It is a true statement that no founder will be left behind. You know, but all of us have to take responsibility for ourselves as well, okay? The company is going to do everything in its power to make sure that is the case, that no one is left behind, right? But if someone doesn't sign their NDA, as an example, how can the company help them, right? We do have founders who are not logging into their account, okay? So if you're not logging into your account, how will you get access to all this great information that is there, right? So the company doesn't ask much of us, right? But for those who are paying attention, for those who are engaged, and that doesn't mean that you have to be on every single webinar. No, right? Not at all. Okay, people have lives. Okay, people have families. Okay, people have jobs, right? So you know that's not the expectation, right? But people should do what they can, right? Always present the best version of yourself. Okay, so if you can log into your account daily, then do it daily. I'm in there, I don't know, 20, 30, 40 times a day. I'm not sure, right? But I'm in there all the time, okay? Now, you don't have to do that, right? I work from home. I'm home all the time, okay? Unless I'm out with my family, right? So I can be there. I don't really use the phone to access. I use a PC, right? I'm sitting here looking at a big screen on my desk. So when we see these wonderful videos that we have of our company, you know, our CEO said last night, the bigger the screen, the bigger the scene, right? That's what he said last night. So, you know, I like to look at our videos, you know, the websites, right? When you see that website that we have right now, when you look at it on a big screen, it looks really, really nice. I'm telling you, that alone is going to invite me, you understand, to take a closer look. Whoa, you know, why is this website so beautiful? Right? What's going on? You understand? Because a lot of companies don't pay attention to that. They really don't. In our company, we're paying attention to details, right? But the point, though, the point is that for us, for the company to help us, then we have to help ourselves, but we don't need to do much. All of the heavy lifting, all of the hard work, which is to put together everything from 2018 up until now, to put all that together, right? To create all the content that we need. Because it's one thing to have content on your website, it's another to have content that will convert into sales. It's not the same things, okay? And we're going to have that, right? We're starting to see, you know, the various links in our back office, right? So we have to have all these things. The you know, CEO said last night, you know, one a day, right, pushes failure away, okay? So, and he's referring to being able to have one website a day, a different website every single day that pushes failure away. In other words, the company's doing everything possible to ensure our success. That's why we say the success part is guaranteed. The income part we cannot guarantee, but the success part we can, okay? Because somebody may make $1 million a month, somebody may make 50,000 a month, somebody may make 2,000 a month. We cannot guarantee the amount, okay? But we know that every single one of us as founders, if we are paying attention, we're not gonna be left behind, because the company cannot come to your home, they cannot reach through your device, you understand, and sign the NDA for you. They cannot reach your device and force you, right, to plug in. But these are things we can do for ourselves. We can log in. It takes a few minutes to log in. No matter how technologically challenged you are, it takes a few minutes to log in, Okay, it's not that complicated. You understand? Right? So we can do that. So whether that's daily, whether that's weekly, whether it's every 2 weeks, whatever work with your schedule, just do those things. Make sure all your data is correct. Your phone number is correct, right? Make sure your name is correct, right? The country is correct. Make sure those things are correct. So these are things that we can do to help ourselves. And when we have the opportunity to attend a webinar, especially when our CEO is going to be speaking, right? Attend them. It's always better life. And I know the time, right? The time, sometimes it's wee hours of the morning, sometimes it's late at night, etc. Right? But just do what you can. Be the best version of yourself. And from that standpoint, right, no founder will be left behind. All right?
Thank you, thank you. Michael যেটা বললো যে no one will be left behind, অর্থাৎ আমরা যারা ফাউন্ডার হিসেবে যুক্ত হয়েছি কেউ পিছনে থাকবে না, সবাই আমরা সাকসেস হব। কিন্তু কে কিভাবে সাকসেস হবে বা আমাদের লাইফে সাকসেস যদি আমরা চাই, we have to pay attention. Pay attention. That doesn't mean that you have to pay all times to ONPASSIVE. No. উনি বলছেন যে আমরা যদি কেউ এনডিএ সিগনেচার না করে থাকি, কোম্পানি তাকে কিন্তু বাধ্য করতে পারবে না এনডিএ সিগনেচার করার জন্য। আমি যদি লগ ইন না করি, আমার যদি অ্যাকাউন্ট শিট ঠিক না থাকে, তাহলে আমার সাকসেসটা কিভাবে আসবে? কোম্পানি আমাদের জন্য সব কাজ করছে আমাদের সাকসেস করার জন্য, আমাদের লাইফকে সুন্দর করার জন্য। তার জন্য আমাদেরও কোম্পানিকে সহযোগিতা করতে হবে এবং আমাদের যে অ্যাকাউন্টটা আছে সেই অ্যাকাউন্টটা ডেইলি, উইকলি, ইভেন মাল্টিপল টাইমস ইন আ ডে উই ক্যান লগ ইন, এবং সেটা আমাদের দেখে আমাদের অ্যাকাউন্টসটাকে, আমাদের বিজনেসটাকে সঠিকভাবে রাখতে হবে। থ্যাংক ইউ। এটা ছিল সামারি। আমরা এখন যাচ্ছি অর্পিতা জানা ফ্রম ইন্ডিয়া। অর্পিতা জানা, I have unmuted you. You unmute from your device and ask your question. I would request to ask directly your question.
May I speak in Bengali?
Yeah, বাংলা অথবা ইংরেজিতে যে কেউ প্রশ্ন করতে পারবেন, বাট আমরা কিন্তু 2-3টের বেশি প্রশ্ন নিতে পারবো না। We are running over the time. So, okay, go ahead, Orpita. Your name is, I think, female, but voice is male. Okay, go ahead.
Actually, I'm the husband of Arpita Jana. On behalf of Arpita, I'm asking the question.
Okay.
আমার প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে এটা যে জিরো টিম যদি কেউ থেকে থাকে, তাহলে সে যদি তার একটা ভালো ইনকাম নিতে চায় প্রতি মাসে, তাকে কিভাবে, কি পথ অবলম্বন করলে সে একটা ভালো ইনকাম পেতে পারে? সে কি হায়ার প্যাকেজ নেবে বা হায়ার ট্রাফিক নেবে? কিভাবে সে প্রথম মাস থেকে একটা ভালো ইনকাম পেতে পারে? এবং আরেকটি প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে যে আমি যে অ্যামাউন্টটাই ইনভেস্টমেন্ট করবো অ্যাজ এ প্যাকেজ হিসেবে, সেই অ্যামাউন্টটা আমার কি উইদিন আ মান্থ কি আমি উইথড্র করতে পারবো বা উইদিন 2 মান্থ? সেটা যদি টাইমলাইনটা একটু বলা হয় তাহলে সুবিধা হয়।
আই থিঙ্ক এতক্ষণ মাইকেল উইলিয়াম যে কথাগুলো বললেন যে নো ওয়ান উইল বি লেফট বিহাইন্ড, সে জিরো টিম হোক, মাল্টিপল অ্যাকাউন্টস থাকুক, কেউ কিন্তু পিছনে থাকবে না। কিন্তু সেটা ডিপেন্ড করছে যে আপনার ইনকামটা কিভাবে হবে, সেটা ডিপেন্ড করছে আপনার অ্যাক্টিভিটিজের উপরে। However, I would ask Michael, as he was questioning that how a person, how a founder with zero team, that is a single founder, how can he or she earn a reasonable amount? What he or she does, how she can earn?
Okay, so remember now, right? The system is set up to do the heavy lifting. Okay, the system is set up to drive the traffic, to bring the potential customers. Okay, so the system is structured for that. So if I'm someone who I came in, you know, I didn't invite anyone else, I'm by myself, it's okay, right? The fact that you're in, you're going to win. So as the system goes to work for you, okay, the site is set up, the traffic is driven to the site, okay, sales are going to be made. So as sales are being made, you're going to make money, okay? You don't need to be involved in that process, okay? You can be if you want to, okay? You can send your own visitors to your site. You can invite others. You can do all those things. That speeds up your success, okay? But I believe that every single founder, regardless of what your situation is, every single founder, you will be able to generate whatever income you so desire as long as it's realistic. Okay, so that includes someone who doesn't have a team, someone who's just by themselves. That includes that person also. Okay, they will be able to generate more income than they desire, because I believe you can have more than what you need. In order for you to help other people, you have to have more than what you need. If all you have is what you need, how can you help others? Because what you have is just what you need. Everything I have goes towards paying the bills, so there's nothing left over to try and, reach out to others and help them. Okay, so if we're saying that OnPassive is created, okay, to help us become wealthy so we can take the excess and help others, it means that every single founder has to have that ability. Okay, the potential has to be there for us. Okay, and that's what's going to happen. So don't be concerned whether you have a team of 1, team of 10, team of 1,000, team of none. It doesn't matter. All that doesn't matter. Okay, as far as you achieving success. Okay, the bigger the team obviously means you're going to have a larger amount of customers initially, right? Because every single one of us as founders are going to be customers. So folks, wherever you are, wherever you're hearing this message, put that question to rest. Okay, don't bring it up another time. Okay, when we say it's a done deal, it means it's a done deal for your success. So you're going to achieve. This is not a miracle thing. This is not some science and wonder. Okay, it's just straight logic. Okay, that if I have some products and these products are over market value, okay, and I put up a website and I make it in such a way that it's a converting website, meaning it's user friendly, people are going to be engaged with it, okay, they're going to be attracted to it. I'm giving them something that keeps pulling them in, okay, they're going to feel compelled to buy from you, okay? And so that's what we have in OnPassive. So again, it goes back to understanding what we have. Once you understand that, okay, and language should not be a barrier, by the way. Okay, we have these wonderful recaps in our back office. We can copy it, paste it, get the translation. Okay, there's lots of webinars that are in different languages. So language should not be the barrier. Okay, it should always be the same information being communicated. So again, because I'm spending time on this simply because I know it's a question that comes up all the time. Okay, put it to rest. Put it to rest. You're going to be fine, Arpita, okay, and your husband, you guys are going to be fine. One account is enough. If I have 2 accounts, guess what? I get to my goal faster. That's all that means, okay? Because I'm going to have 2 independent businesses, right? If I have 5, if I have 10, whatever, okay? The more I have, the faster I'm going to get to my goal. It's just that simple. But don't overextend yourself, okay? Don't buy something that you can't afford. Don't do it, okay? That's not wise, okay? So stay within your budget and you're going to be fine, okay?
থ্যাংক ইউ। আমার মনে হয় আমি সরাসরি বাংলায় এটাকে একটু ট্রান্সলেট করার চেষ্টা করি। আপনি যিনি প্রশ্ন করেছেন উনি মাইকেল বলছে যে জিরো টিম আর একাধিক টিম, বড় টিম থাকুক না কেন, এটা কোনো ম্যাটার করে না। ONPassive যে সিস্টেম, সেই সিস্টেমই আপনাকে ইনকাম জেনারেট করে দেবে। এটা একটা হচ্ছে অটোমেশনে ইনকাম হবে, আর একটা হচ্ছে যে আপনি নিজে যদি চেষ্টা করেন তাহলে আপনি কত ইনকাম করতে চান সেটা আপনার নিজের উপর নির্ভর করে। অর্থাৎ অটোমেশনে যখন আমাদের ইনকামটা আসবে, আমাদের একজন কাস্টমার যখন আমাদের প্রোডাক্ট বাই করবে আপনার ওয়েবসাইট থেকে, তখন আপনার ইনকাম জেনারেট হবে। সুতরাং কাস্টমার একটা অটো সিস্টেমে আসবে, অটোমেশনে, বাট আপনি নিজেও কিন্তু চেষ্টা করে কাস্টমার আনতে পারেন। অর্থাৎ আপনার বিজনেসের যে লিঙ্কটা আছে, ওয়েবসাইট লিঙ্ক বা আমাদের যে প্রোডাক্ট লিঙ্কগুলো আছে, এগুলোকে বিভিন্ন মানুষের কাছে শেয়ার করে তারা যখন লগ ইন করবে বা সাইন আপ করবে আপনার লিঙ্কের মাধ্যমে, অটোমেটিক্যালি দে উইল বি ইয়োর লাইফ টাইম কাস্টমার। একটা হচ্ছে সিস্টেম অটোমেশন কোম্পানি আপনার জন্য করছে, এট দ্য সেম টাইম আপনিও কিন্তু কাজ করে আপনার ইনকামটাকে আপনার ইচ্ছে মতো, প্রয়োজন মতোকে বাড়িয়ে নিতে পারেন। আর অ্যাকাউন্টের কথা বলেছে যে কোনো একটা ফ্যামিলিতে একটি অ্যাকাউন্ট, হাজব্যান্ড ওয়াইফ যারই নামে হোক না কেন, একটা অ্যাকাউন্ট ইজ এনাফ। বাট কারো যদি অ্যাবিলিটি থাকে, অ্যাফোর্ডেবিলিটি থাকে, কেউ যদি অ্যাফোর্ড করতে পারে, সে 1টা 2টা 5টা অ্যাকাউন্টটা থাকতে পারে। একটা অ্যাকাউন্ট মানে একটা বিজনেস, 5টা অ্যাকাউন্ট মানে 5টা বিজনেস। একটা অ্যাকাউন্ট থেকে যে পরিমাণ ইনকাম আসবে ডেফিনেটলি 5টা বিজনেস থেকে তার অনেক বেশি ইনকাম আসবে। আশা করছি আপনি বুঝতে পেরেছেন। আপনি হ্যান্ডটি নামিয়ে নেবেন। আমি আনমিউট করছি মিস্টার মোশাররফ হোসেন। মোশাররফ হোসেন, আপনি আপনার প্রশ্নটি করবেন।
হ্যালো স্যার।
Yes,
হ্যাঁ স্যার, শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
শোনা যাচ্ছে, বলুন। কোথা থেকে বলছেন?
হ্যাঁ স্যার, আমি বাংলাদেশ থেকে বলছি। আমি মাইকেল উইলিয়াম স্যারকে একটা কোশ্চেন করতে চাচ্ছিলাম। হ্যালো স্যার, I am from Bangladesh. My question is, I took foundership in October 2021. My payment system was legal. I had 6 sponsors, a community of 30 people. Unfortunately, my ID has been terminated. I myself don't know what is my crime is. This is the problem of thousands of people in Bangladesh. Can we get our ID back? Please, sir.
Over to Michael.
Okay, so if you were terminated, how did you get on this call? I thought this was for founders only. How did you get information for this webinar today?
Sir, sorry, sir.
Yeah, you said your ID has been terminated. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So that means you have...
I cannot understand. Please, my network issue is very problem. I don't know clear your language. Sorry, sir.
Okay, so Sushanta, for anyone who has an ID that's terminated, unless there's been some grave error on the company's part, usually it's for a reason. Okay, so if you think that it's been done in error, then I highly request that you have someone you're connected to send to support on your behalf. Okay, to state that your ID, this is the email address. Okay, you have to use the email address. Don't use, oh, this is what my ID number was. Use the email address that's associated with the account. So this is the email address that's associated with my account, and this account was terminated, and I have no idea what I did wrong. Can you rectify the situation? Okay, so something brief. Don't make it too long, with something brief, and send that to support. So again, so whether that's your inviter, the person who invited you in, they can do it on your behalf, or someone that you're connected to that still has an active ID, have them send it to support on your behalf. Okay, and start the conversation from there. Okay.
Thank you, Michael.
If it was done in error, then it can be corrected. But usually it's because someone requests a refund. So if you request a refund, you will be terminated. Okay. And so the company can look into it to see exactly what transpired.
I think Mr. Musharraf Hossain, you have understood what Michael said. If your payment is okay, if there is any error from the company side, you can write to the support. You can ask the cause of your termination. কেন আপনাকে টার্মিনেট করা হয়েছে, এবং সেটা যদি কোম্পানির সাইড থেকে কোনো এরর বা ভুল ত্রুটি কারণে হয়ে থাকে, ডেফিনেটলি কোম্পানি সেটা এক্সপ্লেইন করবে এবং সেটা আপনাকে হয়তো আপনার যে টার্মিনেটেড আইডি সেটাকে কারেক্ট করে আপনাকে ব্যাক করে দিবে। কিন্তু এছাড়া যদি পেমেন্ট সিস্টেম বা অন্য কোনো কারণে আপনি টার্মিনেটেড হয়ে থাকেন, তাহলে হয়তো কোম্পানির কিছু করার থাকবে না। এবং আপনি জানেন, আমি বাংলায় বলছি কারণে আপনি জানেন যে বাংলাদেশে অনেক আইডি টার্মিনেটেড হয়েছে। এটার পিছনে কারণ ছিল, সেটা হচ্ছে যে আমাদের পেমেন্টটা ইমপ্রপার ছিল, পেমেন্টটা সঠিকভাবে পেমেন্ট হয়নি। আমাদের যাদের মাধ্যমে আমরা পেমেন্ট করেছি তাদের ভিতরে কিছু মেল অ্যাক্টিভিটিস হয়েছে। অনেকে আছে পেমেন্টটাকে রিটার্ন ব্যাক করে নিয়েছেন। সুতরাং কারো মাধ্যমে আপনি পেমেন্ট করে থাকেন আর উনি যদি পেমেন্টটাকে রিটার্ন করে নিয়ে থাকেন, তাহলে আপনার টার্মিনেশন জীবনেও উইথড্র হবে না। তবে কোম্পানির কোনো কারণে যদি টার্মিনেশন হয়ে থাকে, তাহলে আপনি ব্যাক অফিসে লিখতে পারেন, কারণটা জানতে চাইতে পারেন, ডেফিনেটলি আপনাকে ব্যাক অফিস থেকে রিপ্লাই দেওয়া হবে এবং আপনি যখন ব্যাক অফিসে লিখবেন আপনার আইডি যেহেতু টার্মিনেটেড আপনি আপনার ইমেইল আইডিটাকে রেফার করবেন যে এইটা আমার ইমেইল আইডি ছিল অন্য যে কোনো জায়গা থেকে যে কোনো মেইল থেকে কিন্তু আপনি মেইল করতে পারেন সাপোর্টে আশা করি আপনি বুঝতে পেরেছেন মুশাররফ হোসেন
হ্যাঁ স্যার
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার আপনি লেখেন আই এম শিওর দ্যাট ইউ উইল গেট রেসপন্স ফ্রম আওয়ার সাপোর্ট সিস্টেম থ্যাংক ইউ
ওকে স্যার থ্যাংক ইউ
there is a hand raise Amal Fatayar from Canada. Amal Fatayar from Canada, you can ask your question, please.
Yes, how are you? Hello, everyone. My name is Amal Fatayar. I am from Canada. I am so excited to be with you all, and it is a great chance to meet you all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Engineer Shanta. Thank you, Dr. Derek. Thank you, Dr. Engineer Mike. Thank you, our great speaker. I called him our fighter, best fighters.
We are running out of the time, so if you can ask the question directly, that will be helpful for us to manage our time.
Thank you. I don't have a question, but I wanted to say some word that let us make it simply as our CEO, Mr. Ash, said always. Don't let us go so far or go ahead. Let's make it simply. We are worried about our products. No, don't worry. Please calm and take everything simply as he said. Why? Because we have three factors. The first factor is we have a good relationship with business. We have a good relationship with friends, and over this and that, our over marketing value for our product. This is the most important thing, the over marketing value. And as always our CEO said, it is done deal. Done deal. We have to know what it means done deal. So take it simply and relax and follow the rules as said our speaker Michael, how to be calm and follow the rules, make everything that is correct. And over that and this, why it is special product or what is over marketing value? Why? Do you know why? This is what our CEO need us to understand. You need to increase our awareness, not to worry, but you need our awareness, to follow him by our awareness. How? Well, if you follow this product day by day, you cannot. It is AI.
Ms. Fatayar, please help us to manage our time. I think you don't have any question. You are making comments. Am I right?
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry, it takes my time. So finally, take it simply.
I beg apology that I am stopping you.
Yeah. It is our products have the tips of.
Okay, don't take it other.
Hearted, warm feeling, kindest people. This is the last sentence. Can you awareness? What is the meaning? Thank you very much. I'm sorry. Thank you very much.
Michael, do you like to any comment on this?
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Yeah, no, again, I understand, we have a lot of wonderful founders that, can't help but to express themselves. It's understandable. And we thank you for your comments, Amal. Those are wise words, telling us about over market value. These are things that we have to, not worry about compensation, profits, don't worry about those things.
Yeah.
Because it's all taken care of. So those are definitely wise words. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you, Fatah. Thank you so much. Now I'm unmuting Mr. Shahidul Islam from Bangladesh. Shahidul Islam, আপনি সরাসরি যদি আপনার কোশ্চেন করেন বাংলা অথবা ইংরেজিতে, that will be helpful. শহীদুল ইসলাম, আপনার কাছ থেকে নয়েজ আসছে, আপনি সরাসরি কোশ্চেন করবেন প্লিজ। Something wrong. Sajjad Chaudhary, please unmute from your device and ask your question if you have.
Thank you, sir, for giving me the opportunity here. Actually, first of all, regarding compensation plan, I am to share my thinking that Mr. S is a great person for world humanity, as he is giving us the opportunity to be a founder of an IT company who is going to be the #1 in the world. So the compensation package obviously will be a much more encourageable, I think. But in product perspective, I want to mention OMail versus Gmail. As we are running with very much upgraded and mostly advanced AI technology for OMail with excellent features. But my question is, are Google be able to turn their Gmail with updated AI technology like OMail or ONPASSIVE? If no, no questions. If so, then how can we compete them? This is my question, sir.
Over to Michael.
Okay, so we're not in competition with any companies, okay? So we have to understand that. On past, I hear founders talk about, we're gonna put this company out of business or that company out of, no, okay? OnPassive is going to complement a lot of companies. In other words, it's going to help a lot of businesses be better, okay? Do better, okay? They're gonna help them to be more effective, help them to be more efficient. Okay, may even drive them, you understand me? Maybe inspire them, okay, to actually do good in the world, okay? So it's not a competition. We're not gonna put Google out of business or anything like that, or any other email provider where OMail is concerned, okay? But a similar question was asked to our CEO last night, and his response really was that, we're not going to compare features to features. Okay, Gmail has this, we have that. That's not it, okay? Understand what OMail is, okay? Again, go to the corporate site, click on OMail, read all about it, click on the FAQ, more stuff will pop up, okay? Understand what that is. Let's focus on what we have. We don't need to worry about what they have, okay? We're offering a free product. OMail is going to be free for life. Okay, a lot of people, don't like Google right now. Okay, a lot of people are upset at Google. A lot of people are looking for an alternative way from some of these providers that are there. Okay, so understand that. Okay, but I'm not going to go through all the different features as to why we're better than them and all this fancy stuff. It's not necessary. Just know that we have something that people want and that people need. Okay, and as long as you have that, you're going to win. Even if we just get 5% of the email market in space, if all we get is 5%, that's okay. We don't need to dominate that space. Remember now, every single product that we have is a standalone company. It can run on its own. If we decide to sell OMail, okay, we can make money just by doing that. Okay, but that's not the plan. Okay, the plan isn't how can we, take over the world. That isn't it. Okay, the company's putting together a structure, putting together a business that's going to empower people, that's going to help people to be able to help themselves, help their families, help their loved ones, okay, and to help the globe as a whole. That's what we're about. We're not about trying to run any other company out of business. Okay. But so we're not going to compare product for product, okay? It's not necessary, okay? You can go and look at Gmail and see what they have to offer, okay, and see what their features are, right? And you can go look at OnPassive's features. What we have in our back office is not the full-blown OMail. That's just a demo product. This is something that we can play with. Here's an idea of what we're coming out with, okay? And we can use it, and it actually works right now, okay? But it's not the full-blown product, okay? So there are going to be features that we will have that Gmail and other providers don't have, okay? But that's not it, though. Understand what we're doing. Understand the entire process. Look at the big picture. Don't try to isolate each product by themselves. Look at the big product, the big picture as to what we're offering to the world, okay? People are using Gmail. Are they making money for having a Gmail account? But guess what? When people have an OMail account, they will be able to make money. How about that? Okay, you can take that one to the bank. All right, my friend?
It's a very, very good explanation. I think Mr. Sajjad Chaudhary, he is actually a product specialist. He knows very well the on-passive, all the products are, I should say, it's unique. It's not comparable to any other existing products. So others may follow on-passive. On-passive should not follow to any existing products or any existing company. I think Sajjad Chaudhary, আপনি ভালো বুঝেছেন। আমি কি আপনাকে মিউট করে দেব? সাজ্জাদ চৌধুরী, আপনাকে আমি হাতটি নামিয়ে দিচ্ছি। Now, Nadu Lawson. Nadu Lawson, please, quickly, I would request to ask the question because we are running over the time.
Thank you, Engineer
In
Susanta.
12 minutes, please.
I'm Nadu Lawson from the USA. I'm going to say thank you to anybody that presented today, but I'm going to pick on one thing that our leader, Michael Williams, says. Since yesterday, he was saying we need to pay attention to things. And I'm going to pull up something that is not like a big deal, but caught my attention. Anytime we have big events, we receive emails. And the last email that I have is saying this is from a mailing list. And all funders are invited to this special event. And I thought all of us has it, but plenty in one of my group, they don't get these emails since they are funded. Like I said in the beginning, it's not a big deal, but I'm wondering why it's saying all funders are invited and it's coming from a mailing list and some funders are not in. Do we have to worry about it or just let it go? This is my question, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. Thank you for that. And yes, you can let it go. Don't worry about it. Okay. There are various emails that do go out. Some is coming directly from corporate, but you can send a broadcast. For example, I send broadcasts all the time, but the broadcast only goes out to my direct founders. Okay. Doesn't go to any other ones on my team or anything like that. It's just my direct founders that gets the broadcast. So that's one. So the others may not get it because some founders may not pass it on. They may not go in their back office and broadcast the same message. Okay. When it comes from corporate, okay, you have founders also who sometimes they've unsubscribed from messages, right? But the key though, the most important thing, as long as they're getting the OTP, the access code to be able to log into their account, then they know that they're fine. Okay. If they're not getting the access code when they try to log into their account, that's what they should be concerned about. Okay. And even that is not a concern because we're going to be removing the access code, okay, the OTP. That's going to be removed going forward. Okay. But the point is that as long as they can log into their account, that's the most important thing. Whether they get a communication from corporate, because we're always sharing those messages. If they're logging into their back office on a regular basis, they'll see when these webinars are, they'll see the updates and all that stuff. That's why I always bring founders back to their business. Their business is not to sit and wait for a corporate email. Their business is to log in as often as they possibly can, just to see what's going on, right? Just to pay attention. But in the end, remember, we're still in the demo phase, right? Everything is being practiced, being worked on. All of that has been being done at this time so that when we do get there, when we do open to the public, everything is working as it should. Like everything is working as it should. Last night we heard, I believe it was Engineer Mike that mentioned about the website link. Okay, he made a comment about that. Okay, the CEO said, okay, no problem, we'll take care of it. right? So we know that from time to time, there may be little issues, little wrinkles, etc. Excuse me. But overall, everything is going to be the way it should be when we're ready to open the door. Okay, so I wouldn't worry about that at this time.
Thank you. I think Nadu Lawson, she
Thank
understood.
you very much. Yeah.
She got answer. Now I'm going fast because I have only 6-7 minutes. ION Kiran, where are you from, sir? I have unmuted you. I have given you unmute option. Please unmute from your device. Ask your question. ION.
Hi, my
Where are
name is
you
Ion Kim. Ion Kimpan from Surrey, British Columbia, Canada. And my question is to Mr. Michael Williams. If you can elaborate about O-Mart and O-Commerce, what is the difference between these two products and how will these products help us?
Okay, thank you for that. And in the interest of time, I'm just going to ask you to just go over to the corporate site, okay, and just click on them, okay, and it's going to give you the most accurate information. You can take your time and digest it, right, and see how it's going to help us, okay. Everything is there that you need, my friend, and I'm just going to try and get to as many before we have to wrap up on here, okay.
I think I can I can add a little more. That O-Mart is for the physical product and O-Commerce is the digital product, but you can have much more in the back office. Thank you. Mr. Abul Khair. Please, quick.
আসসালামু আলাইকুম, নমস্কার দাদা।
নমস্কার, বলুন।
তদন্ত বিশ্বাস স্যার, কেমন আছেন আপনি? জি স্যার, আমার প্রশ্ন আমার প্রশ্ন হইছে, আমি তো একাধিক ফাউন্ডার আছে, আমি কোনো নূর হোসেন হলাদার নূর হোসেনের টিমে আমি আছি, আমার একাধিক ফাউন্ডার, আমার ফ্যামিলি সবাই আমার ফাউন্ডারের আওতায়। জি স্যার, এখন কি আমার কি কোনো টিম করতে হবে কিনা, না আমার আমি যে টিমে আছি আমার কি চলবে কিনা, এটাই জানার জন্য স্যার।
অ্যানসার করে দিচ্ছি, আপনাকে কোনো টিমের কোনো কারণ নেই, টিমের কোনো প্রয়োজন নেই, আপনি যা আছে সেটা নিয়েই থাকুন, কিন্তু প্রত্যেকটা অ্যাকাউন্টস দিয়ে আপনি আইডি লগইন করবেন, ব্যাক অফিসে যাবেন, কোম্পানির যে আপডেট আছে সেই আপডেটের সাথে নিজেকে আপডেটেড রাখবেন। দ্যাট ইজ ইওর রেসপন্স, দ্যাট ইজ ইওর অ্যাকশন।
ধন্যবাদ।
ইঞ্জিনিয়ার সুশান্ত,
ইয়েস,
আমি আবুল খায়ের উদ্দেশ্যে একটু বলতে চাই, at this moment you have no chance to make the your team. আপনার এখন টিম করার সুযোগও নাই, আপনি এই মুহূর্তে টিম করতেও পারবেন না, সুতরাং হচ্ছে যে আপনার সেই সময়টাও শেষ। তো এখন আপনার আসলে দরকার নাই, যতটুকু পর্যন্ত আছে আপনি সেটাই করতে পারেন, আপনি চাইলে আপনার হয়তো ফাউন্ডারশিপ বাড়াইতে পারেন, এতটুকু। থ্যাংক ইউ।
থ্যাংক ইউ আকরাম। নাও আই হ্যাভ আনমিউটেড এস দাস ফ্রম ইন্ডিয়া। আমরা মাত্র একজনের কোশ্চেন নেব, যাদের কোশ্চেন নিতে পারছি না আপনারা আমাকে ক্ষমা সুন্দর দৃষ্টিতে দেখবেন, কারণ আমরা অলরেডি 2 hours plus, almost 2.5 hours we are running. Yes, Dash from India. Please unmute from your device. I've given you unmute option.
Thank you for giving me for participation here. Actually, my question is that recently I have transferred my account to in the name of my wife's account. Okay, and there is the agreement change of name, and now presently support system says that apart from the NDA agreement for the product there is a no scope for agreement, newly agreement. So in future, should we face any problem? And another question is that we have a multiple account.
Shortage of time, so if you have one question, that is
a very small question. Very small question. We have a multiple account, and as said that there is a single login to log in multiple accounts. So for the package buying, should we have to buy all IDs package?
I'm answering you that once you transferred your ID, definitely you have got a new NDA to sign by the new account holder, and that's
yes,
that's it. I think no need anything else. So keep in touch and be updated with the update of ONPASSIVE and our CEO. And of course, you have to buy package for each and every IDs. Okay.
No, sir. Actually, for the product, other than NDA, we have already signed for the each product. But presently, there is no scope for sign the agreement for the each product. So support says that presently there is no need to sign the agreement for the each product.
Okay,
So should
yes,
we
that
face
is,
any problem?
that is correct, sir. Okay, the products that are in the back office, you do not need. It's not a must. It's not mandatory. Okay, if you want to play with them, then you have to sign the agreement that is there. Okay, the only agreement that you would have to sign, right? Well, you don't have to, but you should sign, right, is the NDA, okay, the actual NDA. So if it's already signed, don't worry about it. If you log into that account and you have a message that says you need to sign NDA, then you sign the NDA. Okay, if you log in and you have access to all the other tabs, then that means your NDA is fine. Okay.
I think
so regarding product, we should not get any problem.
no need to.
No problems, my friend. No problems.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you, Dash. Michael, we have 4 more hand raised. Could you take them?
Let's go through them. Sure.
Muhammad Rezaul Khair, Mr. Rezaul Khair Sarkar.
Yes, thank you, sir. I'm Muhammad Rezaul Khair Sarkar from Bangladesh. I have a question. The question is back office related. That is, in my back office, when I open the profile, it shows it shows in the back office. That is my profile, my names, my mobile number, email, and other informations. And at the same time, when I open the email, the information from the email doesn't match the with the information in the profile with my back office. I want to know just the difference. Why the difference in these two profiles, profile information?
Got the question. Michael got the question.
No, repeat that again, please.
He is telling that he has a information in his personal profile and there is a information in the OMail. These two profile informations are not matching. What might be the problem?
He has a profile in OMail and a different profile in his profile. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
The OMail profile. Don't worry about the OMail profile. What matters, what needs to be correct, is your actual profile for your account. Okay, not the OMail account, but the actual account itself, your founder's account. That's what matters. So make sure in that profile your information is correct.
Uni, I think you understood that the information you have in your profile, that is perfectly all right. What OMail has, that doesn't matter. No need to get it.
Sir, I just want to add here something that I wanted to know that there is something difference between the profile in the back office of my own profile and when I open the OMail, and in the OMail dashboard there is a button, setting button in the just right bottom. There is a setting. When I click here and it shows the profiles. The profile shows first name, last name, phone number, country, email address. Email address is as the same of my same as my previous main back office profile, but there is no email phone number and the country name is different. Here in the field, country name shows United States of America. This is the difference from the profile in the back office and in the profile of email.
Michael.
Okay, so I'm saying to you, okay, because I cannot see it, my friend.
Please, sir, let me say something. If you want to, if you want, may I show the share the screen?
No need to share whatever you are saying. I think he understood. That is the country name in your profile is say for Bangladesh, but the country name in your email profile is showing USA.
Yeah.
Any clarification on that, Michael?
Yeah, but I'm not sure what profile is referring to inside the old mail. Like what profile? There is no profile in the old mail. You're talking about when you click on your settings. The only thing is your settings, which you can change the settings. You can change that, my friend. If you go in your old mail and you click on settings, okay, that little anchor, the little crank shaft, right? If you click on it, it opens up and you can change that. So if it says India, for example, and I want to change it to Guam, okay, and I just click update, okay? That's all you have to do. You can change that, okay? So what I'm saying to you, it doesn't matter. Listen, sir, please listen. It doesn't matter, but if you want to change it, you can change it. Meaning, you can change the profile in your account itself. You can change the country if you want, okay? And you have the ability to also change the settings in your old mail. When I'm in the office right now, I'm looking at it, my friend, okay? So I can change the name that is there, first name, last name, the phone number, okay? Yeah, you understand? Even the email address, okay? I can do that. That's in your old mail profile. But according to you, but settings, we call it settings. If you click on settings, that's what you're gonna see, okay? So you can change that. You can change the country that is there. And then you click where it says update. It's going to update the information, okay? Are you clear on that?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
So you try for that. I'm sure that you would be able to update your email profile also. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now Akram Hussain, I have unmuted you. You unmute from your device and ask your question.
No. Actually, I have no question. I think I was thinking,
sorry.
I was thinking that MD Rezaul Karim is missing something maybe for setting the email. Yes. Now Michael has cleared that. Okay. Thank you.
This Akram Hussain and you are not the same person, I think. Akram Hussain who raised
No. This Akram Hussain is not copy. He is the real person. Maybe he can question. Okay.
Okay. Akram Hussain, I have unmuted you. Please ask your question. No more hand raise, please. We have Ringi Sakma, the last one.
Hello, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the question. Give me time. স্যার আমি আপনার কাছে কিছু কথা বলতে চাই যে আমি এখন দুবাইতে লিভ করতেছি, মানে দুবাইতে আছি। আমি যখন আইডিটা ওপেন করছি তখন আমি বাংলাদেশের সিম কার্ড দিছিলাম, বুঝতে পারছেন? আমার সিম কার্ডের নাম্বারটা আমার লস হয়ে গেছে, মানে হারাই ফেলছি। বাংলাদেশের যে সিম কার্ড নাম্বারটা আমার যে ইমেলের আইডিতে যখন সিম কার্ড নাম্বার চাইছিল ওই মোবাইল নাম্বারটা আমার হারাই ফেলছি। আমি এখন দুবাইতে আছি, আমি কি আমার এখানের নাম্বার দিতে পারবো?
Michael, he is asking that he has lost his SIM, which was in Bangladesh. Now he is in Dubai. Can he use his Dubai's number?
Not for what? Use the number for what?
Mobile number.
There is a.
I'm lost my mobile number before I'm lost my mobile number when I make account that time. Now I'm coming to Dubai. I lost my SIM card for my Bangladesh because I'm now living for Dubai. I can change for my Dubai number for account.
Yes, in your account, okay, in your account, you can change your name, you can change your phone number, you can change the country, you just cannot change the email address, okay? So you can change it to whatever number you want to have inside there, okay? That's fine. Just once you change it, you have to click on update, okay, for it to update the new information, okay?
Yeah, that's why, because I'm living here, I'm working here. That's why I'm confused.
Promotion
Before I
is
give,
is clear. Other than email ID and your date of joining, you can
Ji.
change anything in your profile. So
Thank you so much, sir.
I would request Surojit, I think no more hand raise. I would request Rubel Hossain, please comment on the topic or ask any question. Rubel, no more hand raise, please. Are you there, Rubel? Mr. Sarkar. Okay, I think it was mistakenly raised their hand. Dear participants, we are almost end of our program. We must thank our key speaker Michael and all other speakers for their nice presentation speeches, and we have learned so many things today, and that enriched our knowledge. So we are really grateful to all of you. Mr. Sarkar, my God. Now I would request, we have with us Gyanokanti Chakma. Please, formal vote of thanks to our speakers.
Thank you, Susanta sir, for giving me opportunity to talk. This is Gyanokanti Chakma. I am your friend. I am a proud founder on ONPASSIVE. I am from Khagrasuri district, Chittagong Hill Tract of Bangladesh. So many thanks and gratitude to SFRA for spreading this platform in this whole world. So my best wish and congratulations to all the host, co-host, our chief guest, key speaker, Michael Williams sir, and special guests and all participants present on today's webinar. I feel very blessed and fortunate to participate in this webinar. Today's webinar was very nice and important, right, informative discussion. I hope everyone has benefited and will attend it. It is the international webinar every Friday. I am ending my speech, so time is very short. Here, wishing every day, everywhere, everyone good health and long life. Thank you all. Over to honorable host, engineer.
Thank you, Gyanokanti Chakma. I would request Michael, please, for your closing remarks.
Well, I mean, so much has been said, you know, and it was a great webinar. This is what we do in ONPASSIVE, right? Everyone working together for a successful outcome, you know. So I certainly thank you for inviting me today. You know, it's always my pleasure anytime that I can say a few words in regards to our great company. You know, it's always my pleasure to do so. So I can only encourage all founders to continue to pay attention to what's going on. Things are starting to speed up. Okay, so we want to, you know, be there as often as we can to make sure we have the latest updates. Okay, and we can always get that in our back office, right? So there's no need for any misinformation. Okay, just have to log in, see what's going on, and so you have the latest. Okay, and whenever you can get to a live webinar, by all means do so. Right, make sure your house is in order. Make sure your NDAs are signed. If you have multiple accounts, make sure you're logging to each one. Don't just think because I have 3 accounts, I only need to log into one. No, you need to log into all 3. Not necessarily every day into all 3, but certainly on a regular basis into all 3, or however many it may be. Okay, because again, each one is an independent business. Okay. Folks, we have the best business that has ever existed in our history of this world. Okay, there's no doubt about that in my mind, because it is going to have such a profound impact on people's lives, not just locally, but globally. Okay, and that's important, right? Usually, you know, there's certain countries and, you know, their citizens tend to, you know, have all this success, right? But not any longer. Here comes ONPASSIVE that is going to reach that smallest possible country in the world, and it's going to uplift their community, okay? And it's going to reach, every country that's been downtrodden, every country that's been forgotten. No one is going to be left behind where that is concerned, and we all have a level playing field. It's not about the big guys get this or the big girls get that. No, it's about every single one of us have an opportunity to finally win. And that's what I love about ONPASSIVE. Okay, it's given all of us the fighting chance that we deserve. Okay, it's not our fault that, okay, well, we're born in a country that is just, ridden with poverty. That's not our fault. We didn't choose where we were born, right? We didn't choose even our parents, for that matter, okay, how we were raised, right? So whatever situation we find ourselves in, good or bad, okay, ONPASSIVE has given us a fighting chance, a realistic chance, probably the only chance to be able to uplift ourselves, to get out of whatever situation or circumstance that we find ourselves in, and to be, put into a more blessed situation, okay? Put ourselves where that we can feed ourselves, feed our family, take care of our loved ones, have dignity in our life restored. That's what ONPASSIVE is going to do for so many people. Not just 100 people, not just 1.4 million people, millions upon millions upon millions, and maybe even billions, folks. Okay, that's just the reality of it. Okay, the internet is allowing us to be able to accomplish all of this. And of course, it all starts with our CEO. If he didn't have the mindset, if he didn't have the heart, if he didn't have the desire to go through with all of this, then none of this would be possible. And that's why when we have the opportunity to thank him, we thank him. We're not worshiping him, okay? We're not elevating him on some pedestal, none of that. We're just grateful for someone who's helping us, okay? No different than if you're crossing the street and somebody comes and they hold your hand and they bring you across, you're grateful for that person for doing that. Somebody gives you a ride or something, somebody gives you a helping hand, you're grateful for that helping hand. And that's all that is, okay? We're thankful for our CEO. He's a great individual. He cares about all of us, and he's going to make sure that none of us gets left behind, which is why he has created this company, which is the last business we'll ever need. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. None will be left behind. This is the last sentence. So we have to pay our attention to reach our destination. We have to know the objective of ONPASSIVE, and we have to know our responsibility to fulfill the vision, mission of the company and our CEO. So we have to provide our all sort of support to ONPASSIVE and our CEO to complete, to reach our, to make our vision successful. So thank you so much for all the speakers, participants, especially Michael Williams. You have given so much time. You are so busy. Again, thank you so much. We express our gratitude from our core of heart for all of you. I am wishing all the best of your health, and I am just saying all of you the good night, and grateful to all the participants too. Definitely have a nice time. We'll see you again. I'm unmuting everyone. We should say our tagline, we are so in it to win it. Thank you so much.
You need to
Michael.
God tomorrow in the Canada meet and greet.
Bye, Sean.
See you tomorrow. Nadu, see you tomorrow.
Canada meet and greet tomorrow. Canada meet and greet at the top.
Michael, big up. Big up, man. Big up. Derek.
So,
everyone, my right.
কিছু করতে পারবে না